Say, man, you're in a privileged position right now. You're in a place to be. Matter of fact, a place to G with the one and only S and double OP. So what you gonna do now? Turn that shit up and let it bang.
Everybody that you fight is not your enemy.
Trenches.
And everybody that helps you is not your friend.
Free time. Nico Trenches, we drink
And
all
that's
night
what
on
life
D-line. Getting sacks on quarterbacks, you know we live. When you shoot that 45, keep your nose on the inside. Better punch some, keep your feet moving, dog. My 3 tech and 1 tech is a real house. My DN 6'5", he ain't got no flaws. Good grades, good feet, man, he got it all. I said a crazy he'll snatch something. Real aggressive jump, said he trying to grab something. If the old don't shoot their hands, you better jab some. You better stab some.
I'm here with the winner, Derek Lewis. Derek, why
From
don't
the
you take your
youth to the
pants
pros,
off?
we get it in.
My balls are hot.
If you ain't watching film, you ain't trying to
understand.
win. If you close the beat gap, then you gotta spin. If you get around the edge, then you gotta bend. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. Where the lineman at? Where the lineman at? D tackle, do your dance. D ends, do your dance. Center, do your dance. Guard, do your dance. Tackle, do your dance. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at.
Fucking bet against me. Bet against me. Tell me it's not going to happen. Tell me it's going to fail. I love it. I love every minute of it.
Welcome, everybody. Episode 11, Bushleague Sports. I'm your host, TKB. I'm with you tonight. We're a little ways into the third quarter of this. We're going to get into all kinds of things tonight. We're going to go over last week's NFL games, get into this week's fantasy, all kinds of stuff, get into hockey, everything else. 28-20 right now in the third quarter. My co-host, he was having some technical difficulties, but he's there. We are live on X, Facebook, YouTube. Tune in any way you want. Share, tell a friend, get them in here. If you're in on our audio space, we're also got an audio space. You'll be able to come in, basically be a caller on the show. We'll bring you up. We'll be able to see your little PFP, see who's chatting, see who's asking questions. It's going to be super fun. Co-host, Sleep, we're going to bring you in, get you dialed if you want to get requested back up into the audio space. We'll love to have you in there. Until then, how are you doing, my friend? What is going on, baby? How you doing? How you living? What's happening? Stoked to be here with you, man. Let's go.
What's going on, man? How are you? I'm doing well. Like you said, having some technical difficulties, and I hate them. I absolutely hate them. You know, when the easy stuff should work, it worked 5 minutes ago, and now it doesn't work. I'm like, oh.
That's how it always goes. You were talking to me for like a second, and then you faded out. We were in the middle of kind of running through our little pre-show. For anybody that doesn't know, don't mind me, I'm stirring my coffee. But for anybody that doesn't know, before we do the show, we kind of fire up a little pre-show. Nobody cares right now because we're not we're the coolest thing on earth. We're ahead of our times. Nobody knows it yet. But we basically kind of run an audio space on X at the same time. And while we're getting this show prepped, we kind of invite some people in, get the show started, and they kind of get a behind the scenes of what we're going to do and what we're going to go through in the show. That got cut a little short today because we were running a little late, probably about 20 minutes late starting this show. You had some troubles, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, don't know when you're coming, don't know what's happening. I'm going to fire up the space. This is Bush League. We got to get it going. And here we are. We're moving. We're living. We got it rolling. So what can you tell me? How you been? It's been 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. You were gone last week. How's it been? What's happening? What can you tell me?
Yeah, things have been good, man. Things have been good. A little under the weather, so I'm going to try not to cough into the mic. I know that's probably frowned upon in many podcasts and
yeah, coughing into the mic. You're dying right now.
And spaces, everything, man. It's just it was a great week. I had a great holiday, and Thanksgiving in the States here, U.S. Thanksgiving. Nice time. Spent some time with some family. We took a long road trip with the kids. I mean, that was a blessing and a curse. It was cool to spend all that time with the wife and kids in the car, but also it was a little hot and heavy at times. A little messy, of course, but overall a great trip. Drove from Texas to Atlanta. So on that drive, we go through, I think, 4 states: Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and then into Georgia. So, man, dude, great trip. Saw some cool stuff. Stopped at a couple colleges, University of Alabama. I stopped at Auburn. Drove by Louisiana Tech and a bunch of other
I see
other
that. I see
institutions.
you post a couple pictures. You were kind of in the hot zone when you ended up in Auburn. Hey, probably just like maybe weren't expecting it to be as busy as it was.
Yeah. Let me tell you about that real quick. So,
that's good. I'm trying to pull up our Twitter space. I accidentally X'd out of it while I was trying to move something. So you tell the story because I'm trying to find some people are like, "Why are your eyes wandering?" It's because I'm like,
no.
I fumbled all our listeners off the Twitter space. Just on that computer, though, we're still going live on there. They're the only two people hanging out. So again, shouts to Kobe, shouts to Ranch over from hanging out with us from the Shredding Sassy community. Stoked having us here. Maybe gonna be answering some questions, maybe a little trivia, for a Shred It. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm gonna keep trying to pull this up. But yeah, I want to hear about Auburn.
No worries. Yeah, dude. So we drove across, and we like to stop at universities. That's just something kind of we started very recently. You know, a lot of history at universities in the States. On the way over, we stopped at the University of Alabama, which is a beautiful campus. It's kind of closed off from the main part of town. It's its own thing. There's live-in dorms on the campus, really old, actually from the U.S. Civil War. That was where the Confederate officers trained. So there's a lot of history there. The buildings were great. It was just a really cool atmosphere. And that's in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And then we drove to Atlanta, spent our time in Atlanta. On the way back, we said, hey, we went to the University of Alabama. Let's go to Auburn. And Auburn is like one of their biggest rivals in college football. Alabama and Auburn, butt heads. They're about, I don't know how far they are away.
I'm not a big, college guy. I was trying to learn a little more about it. But yeah, what I know is Alabama's really good.
Yeah, Alabama just wins all the time. I mean, that's pretty much is what it is. Alabama's always in the college playoff, always national championship. 5 times every 10 years. It's pretty frequent with them. Auburn, not so much. Auburn won with Cam Newton back in the day, but anyway, they're the biggest rivals. And I didn't put the pieces together that the Iron Bowl, they call it the Iron Bowl between Alabama and Auburn, that it was Thanksgiving weekend, U.S. Thanksgiving weekend. It is every year. It's always then. I just didn't put the pieces together. So we're driving from Atlanta to Auburn on Saturday morning. And on the way over, we're seeing all these party buses. It's about an hour, 40-minute drive from Atlanta to Auburn. We're seeing all these party buses head that way. And I see like football stuff in the party buses. I see like streamers. And I'm like, I wonder if there's a football game in Auburn today. Yeah, you dummy. The biggest football game of the year for people from Auburn is today. So it was pretty sick, man. We rolled into Auburn at about 10:30 a.m. The game was at 2:30, but man, the parties down in the square at the university, all the food. Auburn is kind of different situated. It's like kind of right smack in the middle of town. The university is, and tons of cool restaurants around, tons of stores. They tailgate like right in the grass of the university. Like people blog out, like it's so freaking cool. It was a great time. We stayed until I tried to talk my wife into buying tickets. I was like, hey, let's go to this game. I don't care. I'll drive 14 hours tomorrow home with the kids. Let's go to this game. And she's like, hey, hon, the cheapest tickets are $200 a pop, and it's me, you, and the kids. And I'm like, sorry, kids, you're gonna have to wait in the car. Me and Hunter going to the game. No, yeah. So we hopped in the car right about at kickoff. We had some food, kind of walked around, checked out some shops. At Toomer's lemonade, it's supposed to be some of the best lemonade in the world. They're famous for the lemonade there in Auburn at Toomer's Drugs. So we went and checked that out, got some lemonade, and went on our merry way. But then watched the game in the car on the way to Jackson, Mississippi. That's where we stopped. And man, it was a crazy game. Alabama, ranked. Man, I don't know how high they were ranked. Maybe they were ranked number 8 in the country at the time. And Auburn had them up against the ropes. Alabama won the game, 4th and 33 at the end of the game. Not the last play of the game, but 4th and 33. Maybe
I don't know
30.
how high they were ranked. Maybe they were ranked number 8 in the country at the time.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, 4th and 33. practically a Hail Mary. I guess it wasn't quite that practically a Hail Mary pass to the corner of the end zone. I would say the Alabama receiver pushed off a little bit, made some space, caught the pass, and a heartbreaker for Auburn, who looked pretty solid to win that game. Defensively, Auburn was stout, and then just secondary couldn't get it done. But all in all, great trip. Really cool to see those two campuses, two very historical campuses, and excited to go back. I would love to go see it, even though I'm not a fan of Alabama. I'm not a fan of football of Auburn. I'm a fan of college football. Just the rivalry, the historic nature of the universities. It was just a really cool experience.
Nice. And for anybody who's tuning in, I love the story. If you're looking at me and you're like, why does this guy look like he's half, like, just mentally spaced the hell out? Don't mind me. As you can tell, you can see the bottom sleeve. I accidentally exited the Twitter, won't load back up, like trying to get it going. So then if you heard the audio feedback, I was like pulling up a different, it'll load on every browser except the one that I have loaded up. So now I'm going to have to fumble around and do a bunch of stuff because I accidentally clicked the next. But nonetheless, away she goes. It's pretty cool. I'm glad you and the family got to get out on a big road trip like that, kind of go through the prime heat and experience just a little side bit of what the chaos was probably like.
Oh, dude.
And it probably was pretty fun.
Let me tell you one more thing. So we spend the night in Jackson, Mississippi, right outside of Jackson, Pearl. Cool little spot. We got a hotel. We got in there maybe like 7, went and got some food. Next day we get up, we're heading back to Dallas, and we get probably an hour and 40 minutes towards Dallas. My wife's like, oh shit, I left my wedding ring in the bathroom of the hotel. And I'm like, oh no. So she called, they had it. We turned around, drove back. So added about 3 hours to the day there, 3 hours to that trip, maybe a little bit more. But it was kind of interesting.
You're gonna get a couple freebies, and you get a couple free late night banters on Thursday. That's
I do. I probably owed her. I owed her already from all these. She's like, before this one today, she was like, hey, you're going on your podcast thing tonight, right? And I said, yeah. She's like, so you're gonna go in there at 9 and not come out till 1? And I was like, yeah, probably. I guess that's probably what normally happens. Yeah.
Nice. And two, for anybody who's watching the video, if you're here watching video, whether you're on X, Facebook, YouTube, doesn't matter. If you tune into this, just scan this code up there. That's going to bring you over to our live audio space. You can just come in. That'll let you ask questions, do anything you want live. If you're in our live audio space and you're confused about who's talking, sleep, are you able to come back in so that people can see you up in the co-host slot? That'll probably get us a few more listeners. If you can get your account in there, that would be awesome. And we'll get back up as co-host. That would be absolutely legendary if you're down with doing that.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I thought I was getting interference, and now I just know my equipment sucks, and I probably just need new equipment. It'll be nice when my boss at Bushleague can afford to buy me a laptop. Hopefully he'll be able to afford to buy me a new laptop very soon.
We'll see. We're gonna shill the hell out of Sassy. Maybe they'll sponsor us or local weather. Or someone. Maybe someone will send us some money.
Yeah.
Here, hold
on.
we
got
the other way. I'll hold my cup the other way. Maybe Bombhole Snowboard show to them.
Oh, dude, Bombhole they have a sick podcast. Bombhole is a great podcast. Powell Movement, great podcast.
Hey, but, number 420, what's up? But yeah, no, if you want to get that dialed in, I got a box to open. Shouts to RDS Canada, my pal Rob Sligo. Boys, hooked the kid up with a little giveaway win on Instagram, I guess it would be. So shouts to Sluggo. Guys going to be able to get into our picks from last week, but right now, I got Sleep pulled up in the main host spot. So I go to switch, and you just got him, not me. So I'm going to open this box. We're going to see it's like unboxing with Prez. I've recorded a bunch of them. I'm going to release them on YouTube eventually, but this is just unboxing live. I'm going to slice my hand up. I guess you guys just all get to know that. That would be awesome. But I want to send a big shout to Red Dragons Skate Apparel, one of my favorite all-time skateboard companies. They're just some of the best owners, some of the coolest people in the game. So shout to them. I told them I'm a big fan of snapbacks from one of my buddies. As a giveaway, kind of, tag one of your buddies who's got a dusty cap. And so I tagged my buddy Mike. So Mike, shouts to that. This is like a nice suede too. This is beautiful. I always kind of want to keep it but a nice little suede cap there. And I told Sluggo I'm a big fan of the snapbacks. So we got a nice, beautiful snapback, a nice little suede. So Sluggo, Dave, I love you guys. Thank you so much. This is awesome. I'm going to send this one out with Mike down in Winnipeg, so that's awesome. A little bit of stickers. I'm going to get a couple of them, slap them around, maybe slap them right here on the computer. It's right in front of me. That's awesome. A couple of sweet hats. What's going on? Jackpot. We got a couple hats. Shout out to Red Dragon Canada, one of the greatest skateboard companies. Maybe we'll be able to get them integrated with what I'm doing at Bushleague and what you guys are doing over Trending Sassy eventually. Get some tokens, a little discount. People can get some of their merch. We'll get a few more people rocking that. You know what? May as well be rocking it.
Yeah, make a change, dude.
Yeah, no point not rocking it. Let's see.
Let's see what it looks like, man.
What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me today?
Dude, well, hey, I requested up. I'll tell you what I requested up. And
well, I'm gonna send you co-host. There it is. I was yapping. I was trying to carry the show. I don't know what you were doing. You're just off in La La Land doing whatever the hell is going on.
You told me to put my phone in the bathroom. You said put your phone somewhere and shut the door, and I was just being a great employee. I saluted with my right hand.
Like any of us are getting paid. We're going broke. We're going backwards. Someone sent donations. The kids are just absolutely going backwards 1 minute at a time. There's a couple stickers on this. Multicam Black. It's an officially licensed Multicam Black. Whatever the hell that means, I have no idea what it's like. Flexbit, RDS hat, or rock. It's kind of like a black. I'm not really a camo guy, but it's like a black kind of dark camo. I can have with it. I don't know how long it will last before I actually drop an F-bomb and the show gets flagged again. We haven't made an episode yet. We'll see what happens one day if it does. Oh, I just dropped a little tag. Man, what are the chances? That's like a trick shot that you would film for YouTube. I dropped a little tag from the hat. It fell. And this little thing that comes with the hat?
Oh, yeah. I know.
It hit this on my pool table, and it flipped up and landed right in my coffee. That's
perfect.
Like 1 in 100.
Try it again. Try it again right now. Try it again right now.
I don't even think I could make this thing hit it. No, it just floated like 7 feet in the wrong direction. I don't know how that ever happened. That was interesting. Anyways, that's what happens when you film shows and you've allegedly smoked a bunch of weed. You never know. Anyways,
Allegedly.
This thing will not load up the Twitter thing. We're going to do a little background change because that's what my thing says to do. I just run the show absolutely all by myself. But I want to get into last week, a little bit of what went on in the NFL last week, all the scores, everything that went on there, just kind of everything happened over Thanksgiving weekend. I want to get into that last, actually. I want to get into what was going on Thanksgiving last. I want to get into the weekend first. We're going to, I think this is like, what is this? It's like we're hook lining the listeners. We're learning how to do it properly. And again, last chance, up in the top corner there, you can scan that and it'll bring you right to the live audio space. I would love to have you guys in. Come hop in. You'll be able to ask some questions. We're going to banter right through last week. Jacoby and anybody who's chilling, Juice is chilling. We're going to bring him up to the stage. Anybody who's chilling in the audio space, I'm going to try to bring you back up in a second. You're not up on this feed, and I can't show you because I accidentally clicked X out of it. But I'll pull up another feed here in a little bit. Once it's time to transfer over, I got it set up. I got it muted. I got it ready to go. You guys are still going to get your glory, boys. Woo! But nonetheless, we're going to fly through last week and see how everybody did there. I want to know your thoughts on a few of those games. And then when we fly through everything next week, I want to get a little more into fantasy this time and fly through a few picks. But anything that stands out to you from last week, you don't have to go over all of it. But obviously a low-scoring third game between the Giants and Patriots. With the Giants winning, we called it. I thought it would be
2 in a row.
Game.
2 in a row for the Giants. Giants are turning things around here, right?
DeVito, baby, let's go. Okay, yeah, no, they are. They're getting moving. It's anybody but Daniel Jones, right? You moved. It's still a Danny. It's still a Danny DeVito. Shows a Danny Beaner 12. One of our supporters of the Bushleague. But yeah, no. A couple things
that stood out to me. Obviously, the Steelers getting the dub again, getting back in the win column after that loss to the Browns last week. The Browns, the toilet bowl of the NFL is the Cleveland Browns. Sorry for all you Browns fans out there, but it's true. I'm wearing an orange hat today. It doesn't mean I'm a Browns fan. However, the Steelers bring it back, get the W over the Bengals, the injury-ridden Bengals. But looking at your profile here, let's see. We got draft, we got OnlyFans. Oh, are we on OnlyFans right now? Are we streaming on OnlyFans? Holy cow! What are you doing, man? This is live.
Outlook, Hootsuite, Instagram. I only watch porn on my iPad. It's like a safety feature, right? I don't really scout it on my computer because then I can never screw it up because I'm always doing streamy stuff like this. But no, this is me just trying to pull up the Twitter again in the back end. Anybody can see my whole stream. But because I'm going to have to dump this off the screen now to bring up a different browser in the stream because I clicked that cellular X and it won't load. I keep trying to load it and it won't. I hate technology. It'll load on every other browser. Anyway, shut up. Nobody cares. People want to learn about football. They don't give a crap. Talk for 20 minutes. We haven't taught them anything.
Then let's talk about Josh Allen and let's talk about the Bills and the Eagles. Bills came to play.
It was obviously a stud game. Josh Allen looked great. I mean, sucks to see him actually play a good game and not get the win, right? Like he's
against the Eagles, yeah.
Even the league, though, right? But 34 points, no doubt. Gotta hate it. What do you?
Yeah, real impressive, man. I mean, is he back? Is he back, or is he gonna go back next week to a little slumping again and turnover city? Call him T City, turnover city. Ooh, I like that. Quote that. Josh Allen, T City.
I know it's got to be frustrating for them, right? Like I expect, again, we got it. It's on record. I took the Bills to take the Super Bowl against the Eagles. That was my Super Bowl matchup, Bills versus Eagles. With the Bills winning it, the Bills showed if the game happens, they'll be in it. But I don't know if they're even going to get a chance to be in the playoffs.
Are they gonna? Yeah. So are they? What are they right now? 5 and 6?
Something like that.
6 and 5.
I can probably click on it and it'll tell us, and then we'll know if I go like this, because we should know we're
6 and 5.
6 and 6. No, 6
and 6. Oh, okay.
We got a couple more of that. Come on, you gotta know where they're at. Jeez, we got to know what we're doing here. We're the host. But anyways, I know we called the Jaguars beating the Texans. That was a nice matchup between Stroud and Lawrence. Lawrence is a little light in the flow at the end.
That was a great matchup.
And it was
I picked the Texans on that. Whoever you had picking for me last week, I'm not sure who you had, but
I just gave you your picks because I didn't have time to steep through it. But a big shout to Dave over at Bull Rush Football. I want to give him.
Oh yeah, great dude, great dude.
Running through the show, that was pretty awesome. But yeah, he made some picks. But I let you have yours, just whatever. But he probably did better. Who knows? Again,
he might have. I should take his. Let's go back and look because I definitely picked the Texans.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Dude, yeah. CJ Stroud still playing well. Nico put up some numbers for me. I have Nico in one of my leagues. Like to see the numbers out of him for the Texans. I also have Steve Ridley. So Ridley put up some numbers as well for the Jags. Dude. Man, I swept all 3 of my leagues. Second time this year, I swept all 3 of my leagues in fantasy. So feeling good after this week.
Nice. And then I don't know, is there any other games I want to get into? Maybe get into Thanksgiving. I know that was a big day. You were hanging out with the family. There was a lot of games going on there. That was a big 4 games there. I guess technically 3 on Thanksgiving, and then the first ever Black Friday game.
Yeah, interesting. They did that.
How do you feel about that game? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know about the Black Friday game. I guess. I mean, if you think about it, U.S. National Football League is based in the U.S. U.S. holiday week. Everybody's off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So they're like, hey, let's just spread out football over the whole weekend. We'll get the most amount of views on each game. It'll be perfect. Yeah, maybe. I'm not mad at it. I had a game to watch on Friday.
I know we touched on it a little bit last week, so I won't go over it too hard again. But there's like a law too, right? With the NCAA, there was like a law made back in the day where NFL can't air past like 6 o'clock Friday or on Saturday, just so that they don't interfere with the college football league's ratings. That's why there's never any football on Saturday, and that is why the NFL had their game at 3 o'clock on Friday, so that they were done by 6 o'clock to be with that law that starts at 6 o'clock on Friday evenings. We know everything here at Bushleague. Don't fade us, baby. But anyways, I want to get into those games because I want to get moving on. There's callers here on the line. We got to get moving. We got to get doing stuff for this. Can't be staring at your beautiful orange toque and headphones all day. So what do you want to get into with us here?
All right, man. Let's talk
Packers and Lions.
Yeah, let's talk Packers and Lions because this is the game that caught me off guard this week. Jordan Love came to play. You know, at partway through this year, I didn't think that he was the future quarterback of Green Bay. I didn't think that Green Bay, had a quarterback. He was there, but he wasn't putting up, what Rodgers did, right? I'm so used to Rodgers there. Far before Rodgers, and Green Bay had been in a little bit of a slump. So to see him come out and perform the way he did, that's my Bush League beatdown of the week, because the score was close. Yeah, listen. Give me...
Say, man, you know the best part of waking up is not giving a fuck? Well, you do now. You got this present. Big Snoop D-O-double-G, therefore mixtape, and this is for you. Yeah.
Bushleague Beatdown! Brought to you by Bam Bam Boxing. Check out the workouts today. Nice.
Dude, I love the edit, man. I love the clip. I love it. It's perfect. Perfect timing.
We're buzzing these days. We're buzzing.
It's almost
that's your Bush League beatdown? I mean, it was like a 7-point win, man. What do you mean Bush League beatdown? We're just like, you just barely beat a guy.
Hold on. Time out. I want to go back. Who did you pick? Who did you pick to win that game?
Well, I picked the Lions, but I mean, that's an upset.
Did you expect it to be close?
I mean, kinda. I don't know. I didn't expect
No, I expected the Lions.
10 points, 12 points. Maybe not 7. Sure.
I expected the Lions to smoke them. I expected the Lions to fry that cheese up, fry those cheese heads up, and I expected it to be a beat down the opposite way. So for the Pack to come out and do what Love did, it was just really impressive. Maybe I was already drinking. I know it was the early game. Maybe I was already getting a little frisky on Thanksgiving. But that's my Bush League beatdown of the week. Take it or leave it.
I guess.
What about you? What do you got?
If I was going to get into a real beatdown, I mean, just even looking at the board here, all surrounding it, every other game on Thursday, Friday, Cowboys 45-10 over the Commanders, 49ers 31-13 over the Seahawks, just dummy Dolphins 34-13 over the Jets. I mean,
all expected. We expected beatdowns in every of those games. Those were the worst games to have on Thanksgiving ever. I mean, they were not close games at all.
I loved it. They were just dummying people. No, I mean, I give it to you. I'll 100% give it to you. They were not. It was the expected outcome in pretty much every game, for sure. But, like, wouldn't it have been cooler if there was something on the board that was like an actual upset of some kind that we didn't expect, and that ended up being a beatdown? Cool. But we got to figure out, like, what's an upset, what's a beatdown. We really got to figure out crap.
I don't know. I think we can make it up on the fly. I think that's the point, man. I think we got to riff a little bit and have a little fun here. And that's my beatdown. And I'm sticking to it, buddy. I'm sticking to it. Wait till hockey season.
For me, like, I was looking at it, I'm like, there isn't really one. Like, the Rams Cardinals again was a bit of a whooping, but there were so many beatdowns that were kind of just like what you expected. And to me, the real beatdowns, like Chicago taking a whooping in the media with Perry just giving it to Bedard's mom, they're claiming, and Kaner signing with the Wings. Let's go, baby!
You made a hard turn to hockey there. That was a hard turn to hockey, and I don't know if people understand what's happening right now. People don't need to worry. I mean, okay, yeah, let's get over to that later. But Corey Perry definitely beat something down. I'm not really sure what it was, but something got beat down.
Nice. Well, I think we should go into our picks of the week. We'll have to roll up into next week. We'll see what we have going on. See what if we can maybe get a few callers in on that. See what's happening there. I want to maybe bring up next week's stats and see what we have happening.
Hey.
Weekly picks. There we have it, baby. I know you're going to talk, but we're advanced around here now.
I know. You got to give me the signal. You got to give me the signal before you play the cool stuff. You got to be like. You think everybody else can't see us? You forget we're live? Dude, I've been dancing a little too much today. Oh, I don't know.
I like to keep dancing. Keep dancing, baby. Keep dancing, baby. As everyone can see, start of the fourth quarter, 28-17. We got a barn burner in Dallas. Speaking of Dallas, I might be in the barn next game. Is that their next game next week? Is that what? Is
2
that
weeks.
what we're at?
No, next week. You're right. Next week, Eagles.
I should be looking. I don't know if we'll have time to show. We're still dialing. I'll be getting into it after show, but I'll probably be coming down next week. Meet up with you, get my hands on as many local weathers like are behind you up there as I can fit into.
These ones. Got some over here too.
We're gonna, I see them. I think we're gonna find a black card or two as we go through them too. I'm pretty stoked to see if that happens. That'll be pretty legendary if we can come across one of them. I'll be pretty jacked up and just really stoked to come down, meet you in person. Probably go to the game, the Cowboys game, and definitely we're going to the Red Wings Stars game. So what do you got? 2 tickets? How many tickets can we get our hands on?
So I do have 2 tickets to the Red Wings Stars, and it's the Stars Red Wings because obviously the Stars are the better team. Stars right now.
I'll give it to you. We got Kaner now, baby. Though, what do you got?
You do. Yeah. I'm pretty excited for that game. We got a big mint happening that day for Shred It as well. So we were supposed to have a big space, and I'm gonna have to call up the space. We're gonna have to figure it out so I can hit the game and do the Shred It mint. But yeah, I'm stoked for you to come down. It'll be a great time.
Do the space from the game on our headphones.
We could do it. We could just wing it. I haven't told my wife that she's not going. I haven't told her that she's not going.
Okay, why don't we? I was gonna ask you. Why don't we see? Like, can you look and see if there's tickets, if there's seats like right in front or right beside where yours are? Because I got a buddy who lives in Dallas. He would probably be down with coming to the game. And say we could get our hands on like 2 tickets or whatever you want. Maybe me, you, your wife.
Yeah.
And my buddy could go. That'd be cool. But if you wouldn't,
yeah, it'd be perfect.
Let me know because I'll hook it up. But I think I'm gonna fly down to Dallas next weekend, and that'd be a good time hanging with you guys. We'll get into everything. Get a good solid handshake in. It's been a year or 2 of bantering. It'd be nice to meet in person, and that'd be fun. But I also want to invite Rancho and John. There are guys hanging out with us in the audio space that I cannot show you right now because it's on a different tab. But you guys are welcome to request up. And Jacoby, I know you're up there. You're welcome to say hello whenever you want. We're going to get into our picks. We're doing a little different this week. We're going to have we're in the future. We're building our own Sirius XM, but with live video is basically what we consider it. And we're going to have people from Twitter able to come and take the picks of the week with us. And what we're going to do this week, I don't know what we're going to give them. Should we do this with the Shredded? I know there was a talk of a Shredded giveaway, perhaps. Should we have a little prize here, or you want to do it a little different way?
No, I think we should. And you know what? I'm pretty confident in my picks.
Up for it, but if you want to do it that.
Yeah, I want to throw one up. So I've been hurting lately. It's been a bad couple weeks for me. It's just been rough lately on my picks. So I need to win this week. I'm pretty confident in my picks. My fantasy team's been killing it. I got Rancho. I'm playing Rancho this week in fantasy. So Rancho, you better watch out.
Come up to speak on the stage if he wants to come up.
I'm gonna throw a sassy in. If Jacoby and Rancho come up and beat both of us, they have to beat both of us. I'll give one of them a Shredding Sassy NFT. Keeping in mind, Shredding Sassy NFTs, we have 30 brand partnerships. Coupon to those brand partners, essentially a percentage off of Action Sports brand, supplements, travel, accommodation. We got all kinds of brand partnerships. So that's what a Sassy NFT will get you. It'll get you pro level coaching in skateboarding, snowboarding, surfing, essentially anything you want from an Action Sports perspective. That's what a Sassy will get you. So Rancho, Jacoby, come up.
While you're at it, let's get into that for a second.
Whoa, man!
You.
You're a pro. I'll tell you what. This is going to look a lot different in a few days, about a week. We are launching a revitalized webpage here, I believe, by next week. So it's going to look pretty sick, and it's going to kind of break down the tiers of membership in the Sassy Social Club. But bottom line, holding the Sassy NFT gets you anything you want in the social club. It gives you full access to everything, and excited for whoever to come up and take us down. I don't think they can take us both down, TKB. They may be able to take me down, but they're not going to take you down. So that's why I feel confident putting my money.
Like taking your combined picks, their combined picks, adding the scores together. That's how we're rolling it.
No, they have to beat both of us, right? So if you and I both pull a 7-7 this week, and one of them pulls an 8-6, they get it. If both of them pull an 8 and 6, I don't know. They're gonna have to rock paper scissors.
Well, yeah, but so like, what if I'm 10 and 5, you're 7 and 7, but they're both like
They got to beat 10 and 5. They got to beat both of us. They got to beat our highest score. They got to beat 10 and 5.
I feel like me and you have to have the same picks to do that. Otherwise, I think we got to combine it. I think we got to take.
No.
Yeah.
Whoever has the better score. Whoever has the better score, they have to beat.
And so then, if nobody wins, the sassy just carries over to a next show. Is that what we're doing?
Well, it depends. It depends. I mean, I might not be feeling as nice that day, and I don't know. Like, yeah, we can carry it over. Fine, we can carry it over. If nobody wins it, we'll carry it over. Yeah, I'm deal. That's a good deal. What about an alien friend? We got to get Sean up here to give away an alien friend on one of these.
I'll give some stuff away one day. I'm gonna be doing a few things and sharing that with some people. I'm gonna maybe on the Web3 show communicate with friends with some bats. But I know that would be awesome if I could get them on the show, but don't know if it'll happen. But for you guys too, I know Shredded's your big thing. We give it a quick little show, and then we're gonna get into what we're doing with the weekly picks, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. So Shreddit.tv is our action sports platform. It's like TikTok meets Web3 meets action sports. Load your content, get up votes, and actually the top 7 videos of the week get minted on the blockchain with all proceeds going to those content creators. You can be a pro, you can be an amateur, you can even be a beginner and get minted and get paid. This past week we had people make $10, $15. I don't really remember what it was, but I mean, it's $10, $15.
Great content. It's more than you're making for uploading to any other platform. I think it's really cool.
Exactly. So there's actually something I'm going to talk about at the end of the space. I really want to go into this Shreddit, this holiday Shreddit that we're doing with a few different Web3 communities where we're donating all proceeds to Toys for Tots. So.
You're dying? You gonna make it?
I am. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just a cough. But at the end of the space, I'm going to go into what we're doing. This deck here behind me, this long lost deck, is one of the prizes for that. I'm really excited about this Shreddit. I'm excited to tell you about it, and I'm excited to raise some money for Toys for Tots. So let's get into these picks, get into a little bit more of the show, and we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, for sure. So Jacoby, Brandon, you guys with us?
You got me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear him come through sleep?
Oh, yeah.
For those listening, we're going to have 2 options. Well, I guess watching, you won't be able to see who's talking because I got it on the wrong screen, so you're just going to be able to see us two. You'll be able to see the picks we go through. But we got a listener up. Basically, just pretend like it's radio show. We got our caller, Jacoby. Where are you calling in from today, sir? Where are you calling in from?
Oh, I'm out here in Discovery Bay, California, in my driveway.
Right on, man. Well, we're good to have you. We're going to see. Do you think you got what it takes to beat the boys and win yourself a Shredded today at the Bushleague Sports Show? You think you got what it takes?
Jacoby, do you think you have what it takes?
We'll see what we got here. I like my odds.
Is your partner Rancho coming up, or what's he doing? Are you Lone Ranger today? No Rancho, just Jacoby.
I don't know. He might be a ghost down there in the audience or something. So, it might just be me against you guys.
I wish if he came up, I'd give him double points because he's got a nice camper background. He'd have a double chance at winning.
And
Sports Show.
he was the first guest ever. He was the first guest ever on Bushleague Sports episode 9.
So we'll give him some props. But yes, I agree. And as for you and Jacoby, if anybody's looking at the Twitter space, I mean, where's you guys' backgrounds? Come up with hook a guy up. Go ahead, put a slave on the computer, make you guys a nice fancy upgraded JPEG. Anyways, moving on. We're getting into these picks. Let's see what you got, buddy. I hope to see those out in the Medverse very soon. You guys are playing background. Nobody likes that. You got to upgrade that. Bush League. Let's go.
Okay, hey, so we're going to start this off, Jacoby. What we'll do is we'll kind of go through all the teams. We have them up on the computer right now. So if you can't see it, no worries. We'll just read them off, and you give your pick. If you want to give a little take on it, that is fine as well. If you have any predictions on scores or fantasy points, please let us know. We're not trying to burn through these like crazy, but I do know you're probably in your driveway waiting to go in your house to see the family. So if you do have to run, let us know. That is no worries. We can figure it out. But yeah.
Yeah, let's make these picks. Just give me the two teams, and then I'll tell you what I think.
We're gonna let you go first on all of them, and then we'll follow you right now. Live game right now, 30-35, Seahawks Cowboys. Who's taking it home?
Wait. Hold on. Who's got the ball? What yard line?
Doesn't matter.
What down?
Let's run. It's a fourth quarter, 12 minutes left.
Who's ahead?
Seattle's ahead, 35-30.
Let's have Seattle pull it out all the way.
Seattle, okay. I'm gonna say Cowboys come back at home, take the win.
Yeah, I'm going Dallas all the way. I'm going Dallas all the way. No way Dak lets this one slip through his fingers. All right, so I got this down. I'm documenting this right now on this.
Oh, I have too. First time. No way. We're both decided to do it for the first. Oh, you got to keep drawing on yours. I got a chart. Cool. I love it. Anyways, everybody's seen our papers. First time ever we're actually writing it down so we don't have to watch this.
Yeah, and it's crazy that we're both writing it down.
Anyways, moving on. Nobody cares. Colts, Titans. What are your thoughts on that, Rancho or Jacoby? Sorry, you.
Let's take the. I'm going to take the Titans. I always like the Titans a little more than the Colts. They got King Henry, so I'm going to go King Henry on the Titans for that one.
That's fair. I'll give it a 50-50 with the home and the King Henry advantage. I respect it.
How did Derrick Henry do this past week? I know 2 weeks ago he did pretty well. I think this last week he did well as well.
Oh, yeah,
correct?
for sure. No, I finally benched him. He had like 2 3-point weeks in a row. It's like,
Yeah.
Benched me to 21 points. That's obviously what happened. That's how fantasy goes.
Yeah, I mean, but the Titans have been slouching. This past week they had a great week. They got the dub. But before this, I don't know. I'm gonna go.
If that's your fantasy QB, he's not doing as much for you as he was with those first few games. There, he's really fallen off a bit.
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna go against you guys. I'm gonna go Colt. Wait, no. Hold on. Taylor's out for the Colts as well. So if Taylor's out,
Zach Moss is doing it before Taylor ever gave him his job.
yeah. But Taylor came in and put up more numbers than Moss. Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts. I'm gonna go Colts.
Okay, yeah. Put your money where your mouth is. All right, Falcons, Jets. What do you got? Jets at home, Falcons in the morning game. Where are you going with that one?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Tim Boyle is your guy. I'm in a predicament where I might be starting Tim Boyle in fantasy. That's desperation.
Yeah, I'm going to take the G-Men. If they're at home, I know that might be a weird pick, but I feel like their defense is just, they need to win somewhere
take
here.
Who?
So.
The G-Men?
No, he's the Jets. He means the Jets.
Yeah, sorry. They're both in New York.
That's
Whatever.
okay. We'll give it.
The green team.
We'll allow you to be dyslexic on the J and the T. Or the J and the T. Holy shit. I can't get it either. There we go. I finally swore. Dang, we're getting canceled this week. Okay. Anyways, we're going to take this whole show and not even accomplish anything. Right on. Love it. Woo! Okay. I'm going to take Falcons.
I'm going to take Falcons as well. I feel like, New York, the Giants won 2 in a row. Jets, they beat the ponies. They beat the ponies, but I mean that's not that difficult. So, I'm gonna go Falcons, and New York's a wasteland.
I like it. We got differentiating picks already. We're guaranteed to have maybe not a different score. I guess we could have different picks later. Mathematics variables. Who's to say? Anyways, Lions, Saints here on the Bushleague Sports Show. We're gonna eventually get through these. Montgomery and Gibbs, that's the question this week. I mean, they were just like 20 points. And I was starting to wonder, I'm like, when is it going to break? Like, when do I not do it? And then I did it the other week, and they both got like 11. It was manageable. But I don't know what to do there now. I mean, I think I'm just going to keep starting both of them in situations I have to. But it's a tough call.
Yeah.
What to do there with the Lions. Obviously, Monte Brown's going to keep ripping. Jared Goff is having a great, outstanding season. Your normal fantasy guys, Laporta. It's really just like the Lions are a fantasy powerhouse right now, and just keep them running. But I'm going with the Lions.
What were Jared Goff's numbers last week?
I don't know, man. Don't put me on a spot like that. You got to ask for that sad head time. What do you mean?
Dude, you made me put my phone in the bathroom. You said, go put your phone somewhere else, and now I can't look up Jared Goff's numbers. How am I supposed to handle this?
I did do that to you. Jacoby, who's your pick, brother?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Definitely the Lions right there. Yeah, Lions have always been fantasy powerhouse, I feel like. Even when they sucked and they were losing games, I would still want their players because they would put up fantasy points. They just want to win games. So, but now they're winning games too.
Yeah, like who was I watching the other day? Was it Barry Sanders or something? Just when he showed up and just started pumping up numbers, and like they hadn't won in ages, and at least he started looking good. That was some people were pumping up. Ooh, I see we got some comments. We got Jonathan Thompson. Sup, fellas? Hey, brother. Woo, we got a comment. We're famous now. We got one comment live on YouTube. What's happening? We answered, and it answered on Facebook and YouTube. So we answered like on one thing we answered a person, and the other one we just look like we're idiots. We answered nobody. I love it. Anyways, we're learning. We're streaming. When who you going there? There, other guys smiling on the TV. For those of you listening. Michael is just smiling ear to ear. I don't know why he's so happy.
What are you talking about, man? I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here with you. I don't hate on my smile, man. Oh my God, this is the 21st century, man. You can't do that anymore. You're canceled. You're gonna get canceled, man. You're gonna get canceled. I don't want you to get canceled because then I'm not gonna be able to. Who am I gonna talk to Thursdays if you get canceled?
I said I love it. Anyways, we got to get who you're picking.
I'm taking the Lions. Come on. I took them last week. They got beat by the Jordan Love and the Fudge Pack. Huh?
The Fudge Packers? Yeah.
No, I didn't say that. You said that. I didn't say it.
My buddy Maddie's a Packers fan. They suck. Broncos, Texans. Let's go. I don't have my hat here. I put on the Broncos helmet. Let's go. Greatest team in the NFL. The best winning streak since the Super Bowl has started ever in the history of this. I don't know if that's true. It's because it's only 6 games and it's absolutely a lie. But I don't care. The Broncos are hot. Let's go. Russ, thank you for sending us some local weather. That's why we're so hot right now, because Russ, local weather, finally hitting shelves across America. Whole Food, let's go. All we know is that Russ is powered by that sports drink above your head right now. And Russ has won 5 straight games, so it's probably the greatest sports drink in the history of Earth. Get your hands on a can today. Guzzle some. Let's go. Let's see. I'll double up the hat for a second while we're chilling. Give them a little love, baby. That's what's fueling Russ right now. It's that. That's the turning point. Local weather is what is doing it. I know it is. Let's go.
Dude, people are coming to my garage and they're like, what is all this? And can I have some? I don't even know what's happening. I got 45 cases of local weather in my garage and people are trying to come up and get all up in my business, man.
That's fair. I respect it. Okay, anyways, we got to go on to the next game. We're just absolutely ranting about nothing. But of course the Broncos are going to win. What do you two guys think? I was going to call you idiots. I didn't know if you'd be offended. I didn't really mean it. But that's what I was going to say.
Jacoby, go. Who do you got?
Oh, the Texans. I'm not taking the Broncos. You kidding me? But in all honesty, the Texans still, like, even take the AFC West bias out of there. I'm taking the Texans. They should have won that last game. Amendola was like 2 feet short of making like a career field goal for himself. I feel so bad for the guy. But, they know he can kick now because that was basically it. Texans are hot. They're actually a good team now. What? Broncos are losing. Their streak's done.
I know Pat McCaffrey was talking about how he's like he expects you should be able to make that one even coming in out cold, but he said he expected he would miss it. Like that's what he thought would happen. But
Didn't he miss a 49 that game?
Or something. I think he made 49, missed 51. If I'm correct.
But just to hit the crossbar, that was the game where he hit the bottom crossbar, right? Yeah, insane, man. Yeah, totally unexpected. Looked like it was going. Yeah, I'm going Texans too. Jacoby, I was going to go Broncos until you said that.
You know, Texans. Is because the CJ Stroud is good, but
MVP.
That's right off.
MVP. I don't know if he can be MVP. I wish he could. I want him to win MVP. Definitely win it.
For sure.
Oh, easy.
Good chance. But anywho, I don't know, not easy. Jamar Gibbs is strong. He's QB. Chargers, Patriots. You guys both pick horrible. That's where you've gone wrong, is picking the Texans. So this will be easy win for me this week. Chargers, Patriots. You guys got
Patriots lost to the G-Men. I'm going Chargers.
Good call. Guest?
Yeah.
Jacoby?
Yeah, I think the Chargers are going to bounce back. I think they've choked enough this season. This one, they should be able to pull out and, maybe actually win this game. So, Chargers.
Cardinals, Steelers, your favorite team there, Mr. No Slip Trap. What are you thinking? I picked them last week. They didn't do me dirty. They did me good. We're going to let Trav pick this because this is his favorite team in the whole wide world. I've already picked, locked it in with the Steelers. I'm with you this week. We can be friends this week because next week we can't when we're at the hockey game.
Dude, you're gonna annoy the shit out of me at the hockey game. I apologize. Don't cancel me for saying shit. But I don't know. Like, I'm maybe gonna look for seats further away from me because I don't want to be near you while you're annoying me. Just being in your presence is probably gonna annoy me for sure.
What do you mean? That's rude to say.
No, I don't know. That's just I'm assuming that's going to happen. We're going to film a lot of content. At least I know we're going to do that. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm going to bring a selfie stick. What if I bring a selfie stick? And like,
I mean, if you really want to nerd out, I don't know if I care.
Is that a nerd out?
I mean, I don't know how to make content. Here we are trying. Anyways, but yeah, no, that's. I'm sad now. Guess, what do you think?
Steelers.
There we go.
Clean sweep. That's the first clean sweep.
No, you picked Chargers, right? TKB?
What?
Did you pick Chargers? Did you pick Chargers?
Oh, did we go over that game? I thought I skipped right over it, didn't I?
No, we were just talking about.
I don't know what went on. Yeah, but
Yeah, we got this clean sweep at Chargers, clean sweep at Steelers.
I picked Chargers there. Okay, yeah. Oh, so we got two clean sweeps in a row. My bad. I see what you're talking about. Gotcha. So yeah, no. I know you. No, have a great night. Have a good old time. Have a grand old time. I'll yell at you if my team's winning. You'll annoy me if your team's winning. That's probably how it'll go.
I think that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Maybe that's why you won't go both games with me. You're telling me, oh, wife won't let you. You're just like, oh, I don't even like this guy. I go live with him every Thursday. I don't want to hang out with this idiot.
You know what? Maybe I should play the card that she lost the ring. She left the ring in the hotel, and we had to drive an extra 3 hours that day, maybe more, to get that ring. So should I play that as my card to go to both the Cowboys game and the Stars game while you're in town?
You do whatever. Yeah. I mean, go for it. I would love to have you come join me with both. It'd be fun. You play whatever card you need to play, baby, and you come hang out with me. I'm super stoked. And for anybody else who's chilling in here, don't forget, you can click on this little barcode at the top. That'll take you right to our Bushleague Media site. If you're in the live audio space, I'm stoked to have Kobe joining us here. He's been ripping along with us, answering all these questions, getting us dialed in on who the crowd thinks are the people winning. So then I think we got an easy one. We're going to get 3 clean sweeps across the board. Miami and Washington. Who you got there, buddy?
Oh, that's Miami. Miami's rolling.
And Sleep, I think you're going the same road, eh?
Absolutely. I don't know if I picked against Miami this year. Maybe once this year I picked against Miami.
Nice. And if you want to get into a little fantasy, Cardinals, I don't think there's much to look at there. Steelers, I don't know what Pickens is doing much. The whole team, they're getting wins, but they're not really.
Yeah, Pickens has been dog shit. Gosh, I keep cursing. I'm getting upset.
Oh, well.
I'm done. Yeah, Pickens has been.
Dolphins, you can start him all. McCain. I don't know if you can trust him if he comes back. He fooled me 2 weeks ago. I think I'm going to stay. Because I'm going to stay away from him, he's going to get 34 points, so the rest of you should probably start him. I'm going to stay away from him. Tyreek Hill's going to go up. Noise 2 is ripping nonstop hot. They might be the actual contender for the Super Bowl this year. And I'm going to go with the Dolphins easy money.
You love to see it. This is my favorite TKB quote. You love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see it. So when I see people in chat saying you love to see it, I think about you now. That is like my TKB quote.
They probably got it from some of us Saskatchewan kids.
Yeah, they're probably listening to the show. Is what?
We're hot. We're getting like 50 to 100 listeners a week. It's money under the money. People love what we're giving to them, even though I'm only done for 55 minutes today, if anything at all. Okay, Tampa, Carolina. We got to get through because I want to get to hockey. I want to get to a few other things. I want to dial in. You still got some push-ups to do, baby. You lost a bet. But Panthers, Bucks. Panthers still suck. Tampa gets the win for me. Is this another clean sweep? 4 in a row.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, Tampa. Carolina sucks.
Now here's one that's going to be. This one's going to be a tough one. It's the last game in the afternoon. No, it's not. There's 2 games in the afternoon. afternoon today. I'm going to skip over this one for a sec. We're going to go Browns and Rams. Who do you guys think is taking it home with the Browns and the Rams? Jacoby, I want to know your thoughts on that game.
Oh, that's a tough one. Where are they playing?
They are playing in LA, and Kyrie Williams came in hot. Of course, Kyrie Williams, I'm doing a show Sunday morning. They activate Kyrie Williams. He's not even on my bench. He's still in my IR. 41 on the IR. It didn't even register on Sleeper as like the hottest bench performer. He's on the IR still. 41 points in the IR.
Oh man, I'm really just like flipping a coin on this one. I'm gonna take the Browns.
I like it. Right. Well, that's fair because that's who I took too. I think it's a really steam game. The Browns, even though it's not our boy there, Deshaun Watson playing anymore. It's a Dorian playing there at QB for the Cleveland Browns. The Rams are looking good. They're buzzing. They're ripping. But I don't know why. Cleveland's hot. 7-4. Rams are 4-6. I'm going to give the win to Browns myself. Where are you headed with it there? So you give it Brown. You're going the other way.
Yeah, I'm trying to manifest a Browns loss this week. I'll be doing a lot of meditation, a lot of prayers, manifesting that Browns loss. So, yeah, I'm taking Rams. Rams are going to win. Kyron's going to put it up again. Big week for Kyron. Let's go.
Cool. Well, coughing on air, both of us. Who knows what we're doing, what we're smoking.
Hey, we're making it through. We're making it through. Consistency. I mean, I wasn't here last week or like 3 weeks before that, but consistency is important.
Okay, well, now I want to go into the last game of the week because consistency is we're consistently taking way too long to do this. So, 49ers and the Eagles. Let's go. That might be the hottest game of the day. And it's one of the evening slates. I wish they would have flexed that to the evening. I don't mind the Chiefs Packers, but 49ers Eagles, that's going to be a big one.
This could be the hottest game of the season. This could be the hottest game of the season.
I don't know. There was a pretty hot one last week. I can't remember which one it was, but 2 weeks ago.
It was Eagles Bills.
Yeah, no, that was good. Eagles.
Yeah, give me a good one.
It's just good. Kobe, who are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, this is another, I think, a toss-up. It could really go either way. Where are they playing?
They're playing in Philly. You think Philly's going to keep the run going? Obviously, they got the win in Philly last week just by the skin in their teeth.
They're in Philly.
The Niners are hot and running with it. Is it going to be an upset? Is everybody just going to bet the Eagles money? And is the universe going to say no? 49ers.
I think the 49ers can do it. I think they're rolling again. I think they need to get Kittle a little hotter than he's been. And the last couple weeks. So I think CMC, he's coming out to play. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 49ers. I like that.
Okay, Sleep, what are you taking? What do you got?
So I wanna give Jacoby props because I know Jacoby's a Raiders fan, and for a Raiders fan to pick the Niners in any situation, it's impressive. It's impressive. It really tells me that you're one of the few educated Raiders fans, one of the few I guess intelligent Raiders fans. So thank you for going ahead and looking back to your biases and choosing the Raiders. I mean choosing the Niners. I'm sorry. I'm going Niners too all day. Let's go.
Nice. We got it pulled up, Jacoby. Everybody can see your beautiful little PFP now when you're talking over on the side of the screen. We got 2 people listening. Shouts to you guys. I love you guys. John, again, reach out anytime in that Discord. I'll spice up that beautiful little tent seat for you anytime you want. These other 2 guys, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, they must hate me. They just got this plain background. Anyways, next pick. We got to go on. What do we think about that game? So Sleep, who are you taking? I missed.
Yeah, I'm taking the Niners. I'm taking after I talk shit about the Raiders and Raiders fans. I'm taking the Niners.
I'm gonna change. What should we name the space? Let's make it something great.
Are you changing it to something great?
Yes. Okay, so anyways, Jacoby, now, sorry, who'd you say? I'm going to ask for the 3rd time. Everybody's going to hate watching us.
No, it's fine. They already do. They already hate it. I took the Niners. Jacoby took the Niners. And you're going to take the Niners.
No, I already picked already picked Philly because I think Philly's going to keep it running 11-1. They're going to go with a 16-1 season, and the only loss is going to be the Jets, and it's going to be laughable. But the only reason the critics are going to forgive it is because they also lost to the Broncos, that are the greatest team in the history of Earth. So therefore, that's what's happening. But nonetheless, you're picking with the guests. Jeez, you just want to give the money away. Okay, now here we go. We got to move on to the next game. We got to get into the evening game. Packers, Chiefs. Kobe, you're up. Let's show that little beautiful PFP off. And just so you know, we give more airtime when you have a nice, beautiful Bush League membership background. You just hit us up on socials or on Discord. We'll get you dialed in. We'll give you all the airtime you want.
All right. Well, I've got my Bush League up in my banner on my X profile, first of all. Second of all, I have to take the Chiefs. I don't want to take the Chiefs, but for the sake of winning things, I'm going to take the Chiefs.
I respect it. And you are, we got to give credit where credit's due, the first man to actually run anything in a banner. I give you full props. Appreciate and love you. You got the nice little intergalactic camera. You are a beauty. Appreciate you. Chiefs coming in on a message from John. Love to see it. That's an easy pick, I think, for all of us. It's the Chiefs. But yes, appreciate you. You're a legend.
So, Jacoby, I'm gonna check out your banner. I'm in need of a new banner. So I need to go banner shopping here pretty soon.
Want me to make you one? I'll make you one.
Do I gotta pay you?
I don't pay you for this. Why would you pay me for that?
I mean, you should. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm doing an okay job.
Here's the deal. I've been making memes for like a decade, and you've been podcasting for like 2 months. So therefore, my meme is worth like 20 episodes of the show. So
Okay.
I'll make the meme. I'll make the banner.
Jacoby, go in your house, man. Go say hi to your family. They love you.
Well, if we can get, the kids are probably asleep, so my wife's enjoying it tonight. But it is getting stuffy in my car. I had to turn it off so you didn't get the feedback from the air. How many more games are there? We got like one more game or what?
Yeah, one more game. Sorry, we take forever. We're gonna get better. We gotta learn to just fly through them. If we got a guest, we gotta be quicker. We gotta let our guests on and off the air. We gotta learn how to balance. Kobe, thanks for being our test pilot. I think we're gonna send him the sassy no matter whether he wins or loses. We're just gonna decide if we beat him or not. Because we got shots for the guy helping us out and just being here and sitting in his car.
What kind of sassy should we send him?
I mean, I'm a helmet sassy guy. You know that. Always love a guy getting a helmet sassy. Helmet sassy gang. But that's up to you. Jacoby is a man of his own taste.
Jacoby, what did you say?
I said an X-ray.
Jacoby, I can't do that.
Is that the 1-1? Is it a 1-1?
There's like 38 reflection.
Okay, cool. Okay, so anyways, we got one more game to get through then, and I don't have it pulled up on my screen, but it is the Bengals and Jaguars. If I recall, we got no Burrow versus the best hair in the game. Should I pull my hair out every time I announce Trevor Lawrence? Is that what I should do? Should it be just a bit for the show? Like, hey, if we're talking Trevor Lawrence, the kid pulls his hair out. We're going Cincy, Jags. Who do we got?
Do you really think Trevor Lawrence has the best hair in the game?
I mean, who's better right now? Exactly. There we go. So Trevor Lawrence has the best hair in the game, and that's what we know. So Jags are going to win it over Cincinnati. Cincinnati's absolutely abysmal. Jamar Chase is great, but that's it. That's all they got. They don't got the kid who knows how to throw it to him. That's the end for them.
Easy win. Easy win for the Jags.
With an elastic and do like a cool effect that I can clip right against. That's why I'm not a professional athlete. Your pick there, Jacoby.
I'll take T-Law. Definitely taking T-Law on the Jags.
Yeah, Jags all the way. Easy money. Easy money in Jacksonville. Are they playing in Jacksonville? Where's the game at?
Okay, for anybody tuning in, it's in Jacksonville. If you're listening to the audio space, thank you. If you're in the video space, this guy rolls in with a freaking bright orange beanie, and he doesn't even pick an orange team. What? The whole way through, 0 orange teams picked. It's pathetic.
I've been wearing this beanie for about 15 or 16 hours now. I filmed a sassy shred report this morning with this beanie on, and it's just a part of me now. It's just a part of me today, and we're just gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling. I don't have the locks that you have. I don't have the lovely locks.
It would turn into like you picking orange teams.
I didn't pick the Broncos either.
That's it. I already gave that stat recap. No orange teams. But I want to give a big shout out to you, Jacoby, for tuning in with us for what should have taken 7 minutes and took like 27. Thank you. I appreciate you. I know No Sleep does too. I can tell by the big giant smile on his face. He's like, I really appreciate this guy.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite humans in Web3. Top 3 favorite humans in Web3 for sure.
Nice. I wonder who the other one person is left. Who do you think it is, Jacoby?
You know what? I'm going to wave it up to whoever's listening. If you think that you're the third person, it's definitely you.
Nice. That was very cute. That's very cute. So now, what I want to know is, what do we got pinned to the top? Oh, it's us talking pinned to the top. If you're in this live audio space, you can sure see what's going on. The reason you can only see audio coming back from me is because we're streaming a live video, so you can tune into that. My buddy Trav's chugging at local weather. We're doing live audio, live video. One day we'll be cool and like thousands of people will tune into it. Like, it's revolutionary. For now, we're literally doing the most advanced stuff in the entire planet, and nobody knows it. But we're chilling. We're absolutely rocking it. We're on YouTube. Same thing. You can join this X space, watch on YouTube, be a part of the X audio space. Facebook, doesn't matter. Any platform you can watch a video, join the X audio space, be a part of this. It's awesome. Jacoby, you're welcome to stay, hang out, do whatever you want with us. We're going to roll forward in the show a little bit, but we're so stoked to have you. Like I said, no matter what, you're getting the sassy. No matter what. We love having you here. And thank you for donating that. Big shout to No Sleep, Odyssey, and the entire Shredding Sassy team for that. But thank you for hanging out with us and bantering through us and helping us develop the show. One day, when this is a multi-billion-dollar show and people are calling us up, they're like, hey, Orange 2, long hair, you idiots, come to the game. We want you live broadcasting. We'll be bringing the boys. You'll be first on the list. We got you.
Hands down, first on the list. 100%. Dude, you're going to be bald by then, though, by the way. You're probably going to be bald by then.
Who?
You.
Are you either saying I'm going to bald in 3 years, or are you doubting my ability to pull things off? What are you saying?
No, yeah, you're already balding, man. It's going to be less than 3 years.
Oh, no.
How do you tuck it all in? You tuck it all in. I like that hat.
I threw the elastic while I was in the middle of the show, and I didn't want to keep it going. So now I got like kind of a fluffy puffy. I just did it over the toppy McFlippy fluffy. I want to give a big shout out to Jacoby for doing this that whole time. That was awesome to have him. Really appreciate him being there doing that. That's awesome. So I want to get into a few more things with the show. One thing I want to get into, now that we got those picks in, you lost. Are you doing your push-ups now? Are you doing them later? What are your thoughts? Where are we at with this? What's happening? What are we doing?
Are we talking week 11 or week 12? What are we talking here?
I mean, you lost them both, my friend. That's a double up, baby.
Well, let me tell you one thing. I may or may not have. I'll do 25 now. I'll do 25 at the end. Let me just do it. Let me split them up. I can't do 50 in a row. Don't judge me. I'm not you. I don't got the abs. I don't got the.
I feel like, and I'm just gonna say this. I feel like you could, because when you does 25, I'm like, holy shit, this guy just easily does 25. Like you pull it out, no problem. I bet you could. I believe in you. If you want, we can cheer you on. We get a little bit of coaching spirit. But if you're only good for 25, don't push yourself. Do what you're comfortable with, my friend. I love you. I know you could be a little scared. You could get embarrassed, and I'll finish 50 you got. And we don't want that to happen. Fully supportive of you, fully supportive of anybody who comes in here and is willing to do some push-ups and isn't a fat POS. And you are
Listen, this is gonna be a 10-minute push-up thing, because I'm gonna take a break. I might have to get a drink. I might have to go to the bathroom. I don't know. I'm gonna play with one of these decks next to me. Check out this.
You do however many you want, but I think you could get to it. I think you don't know how capable you are of all the things you're capable of.
All right, I'm gonna do 25, and then I'm gonna slam a bunch of Wreck Daddy's gummies, and I'm gonna do 25 more. What do you think?
Ooh, I like it.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't do that. The Wreck Daddies, check them out. They're pretty sick. They got some great stuff. All right, here we go. I'm in. You talk about Bam Bam?
Absolutely. I mean, that's who sponsors this segment every week. Bam Bam Boxing. He's our sponsor for this. For anybody who tuned in, my good pal Joel. He's been offering us. What's he doing? Oh, he's covering the thumb. He's scared right now, or he doesn't have his pants on. He just realized he's live, and oh no, he's got pants. He's good. But for anybody who's there, my friend Joel Bam Bam Mills, he's live 5 days a week with his online training. He's got 2-day Medband course, 3-day cross-body training, and an online boxing course. He's going to be offering that to all of our watchers. Everybody who gets a Bush League membership through our online digital memberships, they're going to have access to his workouts. He's one of the best dudes in the planet at online training. We got no sit down in the little corner there doing his little workouts. There's a picture of Joel in the training filming for his workout content, but we're going to get that website live. Eventually what we're going to do, that's one thing I forgot to do today, but we're going to get a little tab in the top corner. You'll be able to scan that, go to Joel's website. It'll be www.bambamsfitness.com. For now, you can access it through the NFTprofitness.com portal. And we're stoked to see you crush out 25. He's falling all over. The man is tumbling. My Lord. One last clip of Joel. This is how shredded you can get if you do those workouts. One day you could be that jacked. Maybe you won't be tumbling after 25 push-ups. How we doing? How we feeling? How you living, baby? Great work.
Hey, dude, I'm good.
Awesome. Great work, buddy.
Listen, I'm coming back. I don't got the body Bam Bam does. Maybe one day. If I do 50 push-ups in a row, I'd probably have that.
That's fair.
Is that how it works? So I got to do 50?
No, I mean, I don't know if I'm that jacked, and I can do 50. I think you got to do like consistent every day for like 25 years, every day straight.
Oh, okay, that's a move. Gotcha. Well, I guess I better start making bad picks. I'm sorry, my picks have been pretty solid this year.
We're going to see you. We could just see the top of you. We knew you were doing your thing, but well done. We'd love to see you do 25. Like I say,
I'm not done yet. When we get closer to the end, I'll bust them back out. We can run another Bam Bam ad.
I didn't give you no credit for 50, buddy. I wasn't here like throwing the pastrami or what I was going to say, pastrami, and I knew that was the wrong word because I meant confetti, and I tried to put them together, and it didn't work. Someone clipped that. I just made up a word. But no, I just want to be honest, though. I don't care what fitness level you are. I prefer if you could double down and get some shit done. But if you can't, we support anybody. You can come in at any fitness level, and Joel's got a program set up ready for you. But for you, I know that we'd like to, obviously we got through those picks. It's supposed to be speed run. We didn't do speed run. You should get into a little friends fantasy. I see my brother's messaging me. I'm not sure what he's up to. He's tuning in for art night for Bush League Project, so that's awesome. But looking forward to going through a few more things. I know I wanted to maybe roll into hockey a little bit. I know that was going to be my Bush League beatdown, something we get into a little later on. Also want to maybe roll a few clips of one of my pals, my good friend Jesse Gramick, passed away here a few weeks ago tragically. One of the best scrappers, I mean, in probably all of Western Canada. This is a great all-around tough guy in that league. Great friend, great fisherman. Played fantasy with the guy for the last 15 years. It's kind of feels a little void having his team in the league. He's not there. It sucks. The boys are hurting. But I want to give him a little love and maybe play a few videos. I got a couple things queued up. If you don't mind, we'll roll through them, and then we're going to get into a little daily face-off, get through how I do my fantasy hockey lineups, and kind of roll into that a little bit. Maybe we'll touch on the Friends Fantasy League and stuff at the end there. But I want to play a couple videos, give a little tribute to Jess. So enjoy a couple calls. I got a call and a video or two that I pulled up online. There's a lot more to be found. I want to put together a nice little compilation one day of actual rock solid moments. Be pretty sweet. But looking forward to share a little bit of what Jesse does. Love you, Jess. Miss you, brother. Enjoy a few calls from a couple great Tillies.
Tennessee's going to counter with their top players. They got Isman along with Gramlich. Gramlich, you know why he's on the ice.
Well, you know what's going to happen right now.
We are going to see some fisticuffs. And who's that number 5 there for Unity?
On Delorme.
So we're going to have Delorme and Garlic. They fought in the 10-1 game earlier, and they're getting ready to drop the mitts again here in Unity in the third period. Garlic drops them. Delorme drops them. They're going at it here in Unity. Pulling up their sleeves. We got Garlic, Delorme, the heavyweights for Unity and Kinnersley. They're going to go at it at center ice. They're tying each other up. Still no punches. DeLore, Gravlich, throwing him. Back and forth. Gravlich getting the best of him. Or DeLore. He's feed him too. Now, because DeLore goes down. Gravlich keeps on throwing him. He comes back up. DeLore throwing him. He's down. Trying to get momentum for the Kindersley Red Lions. Gravlich sacrificing his body, and he's calling it a victory. I don't know what you think. That was a good fight. Achille in the desert. We have Achille in unity. Definitely not a desert. I got a little carried away there, but that was a good fight.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Call Big Jess. Squared him up in unity. I'm dropping that guy twice. It's like clean drops, too. Jesse's the toughest guy. But they maybe had a few where he was pretty even draw when he first started scrapping when he got into the bigger leagues, but that guy's probably 200 and 0 in the street on the ice.
What league was that in?
That probably would have been senior. That would have been Saskatchewan senior hockey. I'm pretty sure that one was. We got another one.
Well, hold on. Can I ask more questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's broadcasted?
Basically, I would say most levels of any like SJHL, any senior, a lot of stuff. Like senior hockey is definitely broadcast radio. That's why it's a radio call. A lot of like SJHL, all that stuff's going to be broadcasted on video though, for sure. All the local
I don't know much about
networks.
Canadian hockey outside of the CHL, the OHL, the junior leagues, right? So I don't know a whole lot. So that's super interesting. I'd love to learn more. Sorry about your friend. Did he play in your hometown? Was that the hometown team?
Well, my hometown, I guess, is Yorkton, but I've been in Kindersley for 20 years. So yeah,
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the hometown team. I heard it a few times mentioned there.
Hometown here in Kindersley. Yeah, they were playing with the
Oh wow, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, for sure. And big shouts to my buddy Braden Lynch for finding that clip and putting that together of Jess there. Braden Lynch he's on a comedy tour, a good buddy of mine. So go check him out. He'll be live in Edmonton, December 2nd. You can get some tickets for that. But here's another one I want to tune up. Big Jess scrapping away. Geez, I can't remember where this one is. Maybe yesterday. Oh.
Jesus. Oh.
Why is there no sound? Sorry, folks. There should be some sound.
No, you're good, man. Like it's a good.
I don't know where the sound is. There we go. We're gonna replay it.
Kenny, come on, man.
That boy's fighting's at least 300.
Like how the guy said too, he said Gramlick's leaking, and after that scrap, it was not Gramlick leaking, it was Buddy's blood all over chest. But yeah, it was a big deal. Jesse, he wasn't scared to fight nobody, didn't matter. Like Jesse was a guy, you hung out with him, you felt like king of the world, because literally you knew there was nobody that could beat Jesse up. So you were just like, we're fine no matter what we do. When we were, maybe not so much now, but when the guy was younger, you rolling with that dude gave you a lot of confidence anywhere you went, because you were just like, this guy will kill you. It's just an absolute beauty. I got one more quick one I want to play, and then get into a little bit of hockey stuff. Just it's cool to see some of the scraps the guy got into, and some of the different things he was able to accomplish in his career. It just sad to lose someone at 34. But I don't know how this is going to play. So give me a sec to see how this pulls up for us. Is it going to pull up the way I hope? Yes, it is. There we go. We're going to give this video a quick play. See what we get here.
I need to learn more about senior hockey. So on another space, we need to talk all about it, because this is not, I don't know. And this is the smallest ice rink I've ever seen. Or these guys, it's just this huge.
miss you. Everybody miss you. We wish you were around for many more of those, buddy. You were, one great places. We love you. We miss you. Toughest MFer to ever do it. But there was a few Tillies in the barn. Sorry, you were trying to talk over the scrap. I was just my brother. I was not listening to a word you're saying because I couldn't really hear it over him. But I apologize. What were you trying to ask there, my friend?
Nah, I was just saying it was really cool to see that, man. I'm sorry you're going through that. I made a reference to the size of the guys and the size of the rink. That looked like a tiny rink, or the guys were just huge.
Yeah, I mean, the barns are usually a little smaller. A lot of them. I mean, every town they're not much smaller than an ice service isn't really that big, right? Like even an NHL ice service. These barns are all definitely probably a little smaller. It's just the fact that there's not the massive stands around it, right? It's just a lot of them are just the barn. You just got the benches, but the ice surface really isn't going to be a ton smaller than really a little bit for sure, but not a ton smaller than what you're going to actually see out there. Just going to look a lot smaller in a barn that houses 100 people over a barn that houses 30,000 or 20,000. But yeah, a lot of those senior games, like they're usually broadcast on the radio, and there's a full league and there's a tournament, like playoffs and everything like that. You'll have your different leagues. Obviously, all your leagues up until you get to your for you guys, I don't know, it'd be college. For us, it'd be like SJHL, and then after SJHL, there's just senior. Right? It's basically all the guys that are not in the CHL, not playing pro, and no longer eligible for like your
Right.
for your SJHL.
Are they being paid?
It depends if the guys are really good. Like they might get they're going to get probably, depending on the team, town, it's all different, right? But they might get $50, $100, a couple $100 depending on the guy. You never know. I don't know if you've ever heard of John Morasti. He's one of the toughest guys to ever hit the ice. So John Morasti was playing for Looseland. Quite a few years ago, I want to say 7-8 years ago, kind of on the tail end of his glory days, when he was like kind of a YouTube sensation, scrapping everybody. If you know about John Morasti, kind of a pretty big legend in the AHL and shit like that. And so he was playing Looseland, and Jesse called me up and a few other guys and kind of let us know, like, Morasti's playing, he's going to be in town tonight. I'm going to scrap him, come down to the bar. And so I was like, all right, I went down and brought it. And like, Morasti's like the toughest guy in hockey at the time, right? And Jesse's all in to scrap him. When he's hitting big boys, I don't know how big Jesse would have been, but he got to be 300 pounds or close to. Like, he's just a tough MFer. So Morasti coming, Jesse tried scrapping him. I think like first or second period, pretty early on, tried getting it going with him. They kind of bantered back and forth. Jesse dropped the mitts. Morasti wouldn't go 2 minutes in the box. So there's.
Yeah. I hate that, man. NHL makes sense. I don't think it makes sense in, I guess, what you call Senior League Canada. Let him go. Let him off the hook.
So then Jesse tried scrapping him again a little later. Same thing, really tried getting him going, kind of slashing some guys and trying to get him worked out. Same thing, kind of push him, shove him, get him dialed in, drop the mitts. Morasti wouldn't go. 2 minutes gone, ejected from the game because he was getting it right. So Jesse's gone. So I never got to get the recording it. Otherwise, I would have been there that night and got the recording of Morasti. And so then you're like, what the hell? And just talking to the guys and stuff after the game, and basically Morasti just told him, he's like, I'm not making your life, kid. And so he wasn't going to, right? Because Morasti's on the tail end of his thing. He's in senior. Jesse, legit tough as hell. Like, I think Morasti knew, like, this is a 50-50. This kid knocks me out. I'm making his life. And he just didn't. He wouldn't give Jesse the opportunity, it is what it is. I don't know. It's hard for me to say, oh, you should have given the opportunity. I mean, I'm not the one getting punched in the goddamn head by a 300-pound dude. So, again, big shout to Jess. But yeah, no, I mean, that's half the reason senior hockey exists. You got to be scrapping. We got to keep the glory of hockey alive, baby.
So the age of senior hockey, you said, so it's after kind of the and I need to understand better how junior hockey works and everything. But let's say, so senior hockey would be like 22 to whenever, age-wise, right?
Yeah, I mean, probably even like, I would say SJHL, you're going to go into that probably around 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, maybe you're not that old yet. And then from that, you can maybe go into like your OHL or whatever.
Yeah,
I would say probably like 24, 25 till anywhere. If as long as you're good, you can kind of keep playing. There's different leagues, different divisions you can play.
Yeah, so Saskatchewan has its own brand of it. And what about playoffs? How does playoffs work? Would you guys play against other provinces or what?
Well, I mean, like the playoffs would work the same way like anything would work. Right? So
is it a national league or is it a province? Basically,
no, like whatever the league is, right? So like here, it's going to be probably everything within 3-4 hours. The guys are going to be traveling. Like it's senior hockey, so it's for guys with jobs and kids and things like that. So just like you guys probably have a local league that isn't the whole state, you have probably a league that's 20 teams. It'll be the same here. Senior league's going to be probably made up of 10 or 12 different communities, maybe a few more, right? And then you'll have that, your top 7 or 8 make the playoffs. So you battle out your best of 5s and your best of 7s, and then maybe from that there's like for different leagues, the winners might have a battle or a tournament or something like that, right? More of a provincial thing after the league thing's done. That comes into play too sometimes, just to kind of crown like a. But that's
fun,
a lot of different leagues, a lot of different action in that.
So that's not happening here, right? That's not happening. That's I would say we have high level adult hockey here, but to be broadcast on we might have playoffs, not 7-game series playoffs, and yeah, it's fun to watch. I mean, it's high level, but you're not having local broadcasters go down and broadcast the games. That's crazy. That's so cool. That's something special.
I mean, you gotta remember though too, like what else is happening around here, right? Those guys got to make a job. That's the best thing they can do.
Yeah. No, for sure. I love it. You're chasing moose or playing hockey, man. I like it.
Chasing moose or playing hockey.
Is that what you guys do in Canada? I don't know what you guys do up there.
Yeah, something like that. The other thing I would like to get into a little bit is the Friends Fantasy League. Run over that real quick.
It's up right now. Go get it. What the fuck you waiting on, man? Let's go.
Bushleague Friends Fantasy Football. BushleagueMedia.com.
Yes, sir. Death Room.
BushleagueSports.io.
You like that? I revamped it so I don't talk over Snoop. You told me I got fixed it. I redid it. We upgraded it. We're getting better. Getting better. Awesome. Well, for everybody just tuned in, you can go over to my site, bushleaguemedia.com. You're going to be able to check that out every week. You'll be able to go back here. You can look at episode 9. You're going to always be able to come back to look at some of our old shows. I'm trying to kind of launch my own little media thing. So we got a few different shows going. I thank anybody who's here tuning in this live audio space, or anybody who tunes in live on the videos, whether you're going through Bushleague Media or Bushleague Sports. Thank you for being here, watching, tuning in live. Appreciate you. We're going to have Ringside Banter dropping next year with my partner, Joel Bam Bam Mills. We did a little clip for him earlier. It's going to be talking about his boxing career, life, and all kinds of stuff. So make sure to tune into that. Campfire Stories goes live every Tuesday night. The day and time is wrong here. We're going live this Tuesday with Nick Faze from the Karaoke community. We'll get into how they're doing in the Friends Fantasy League in a minute. Bushleague Sports show going live again next week. It's already saying past show because we've ran past our time today. But Bushleague Sports show's going there. You're going to be able to find out all about our membership. If I spit it out, Bushleague benefits. That's the word that we were going for. You're going to be able to find all about the fitness discounts you're going to get, how these memberships are going to work, give you access to our fantasy sports leagues and all kinds of different things. We're going to offer all kinds of fun little stuff, just a fun little membership token, and you get to take part in everything we're doing through our journey, different ways to save, get discounts, and participate. But the thing we want to go over today is, of course, the Friends Fantasy League. We're getting near the end here. Week 12 is in the books, and we got a tight race. All these communities here, you can come check out what I've built. There's all kinds of communities competing against each other. We're going to be able to use fantasy as a tool to not only promote different projects, but different businesses, different companies, all kinds of different things. And at Bushleague Sports, it's kind of one thing we want to be able to do is bring people together. Sleep. I don't know if you're in the screen or not, but oh, there you go. I just came back. I don't know how long you were sideways on it. But what we're trying to do is kind of bring communities and people together, and we'll be able to advertise business, products, all kinds of different things, get people tweeting about different things and earning points and different kinds of things in those leagues. So if you click on any one of these characters, you'll be able to go check out these projects, see what's going on with them. And then what we have going on is the Friends Fantasy Football Tournament, where these 10 communities, and as you can see, Sharding Sassy trending upwards along as well as BSP this week. We got all these communities going head to head. They're competing in a fantasy tournament every week. We tally their fantasy points for all 12 members of each league. You can come down here, find any league. I don't know what just happened. But you can come down here, find any league, see the cute little PFPs of the different communities. This is a good way to advertise your project or your business. You come over here. If we go to Shredding Sassy team, you can see all the beautiful little Shredding Sassies. Any person who's interested in fantasy will be able to come here and use this. Check this out. Wonder, hey, what are these PFPs about? Maybe get onboarded into a different NFT project just through that association. But you guys are rolling. So
hey, can you do me a favor real quick and check the standings of the Sassy League? I just want to make sure. Oh, it's not broken. Okay.
Oh, baby!
I wanted to check to make sure it wasn't broken.
No, I like that. I like that flex. 17-7. You're crushing the league right now. Let's give it a big zoom in. Kryptone Crappers. Love to see it. D's Nuts. We got some great names. We're rolling here in the Sassy Bill. You want to see something ugly?
I'm ready.
7 and 17. The Bush Leaguers are holding ahead of you. Melly, one of the very few females in the tournament. I want to give a shout out to the B Friends community and the BSP community. We have a couple other wonderful ladies in the tournament. But Melly's crushing it. She's last year's Bush League champ. And this year she's winning the league. She was in our inaugural testing. We had 2 leagues last year and a mini test. This year with the full 10-team test, she is crushing it, carrying the squad along with Beaver Bay and a few others. But I am like just pure dust, 7-17. It's embarrassing. But I can save myself. Look at my dynasty team. It's doing good. 15 and 9. We're buzzing. Same as my keeper team. You can literally see my personal leagues. We'll be able to do that for any business or different company that wants to set that up.
That's such a cool feature, man. Such a cool feature.
But obviously, with the leaderboard here, you guys are rolling. So this week, when I was tallying fantasy points, I was like, oh man, Chassis been catching up. And we just had a dozen with fantasy points, about 80 points we gained on you. But you guys had a big fat week. We had a thing going last week. Anybody who retweeted their leagues standings with and tag Sleeper, obviously, we're doing all our leagues on Sleeper. We'd love to get working with them and have an actual partnership with them. Integrate this tech into their app and really grow this to another level. But you guys were crushing it on the fab points last week and got about a 300-point tally, 250-point tally there to catch up to what, 200 points. You guys are only back. Jeez. It's getting close now. You guys are only back 750 points from like 3,000 a few weeks ago. I'm getting worried. How you feeling about it? How you think this is going for you?
I think we have maybe 1 or 2 members of our community that aren't setting their lineups that we need to get on. If we get them to set their lineup, maybe we can
plummet the score big time. Like you get 50 points.
Exactly.
That's why some of the communities have like super low scores at the bottom because people just don't care. They've given up and they're hurting their whole community. And that's why I think it's going to be really cool when we make people have to like token connect and really bring a new level of like participation to it instead of just, hey, join us for free and people don't care.
Sure.
I think that we have a level 2 once we can upgrade it to that. And speaking of I want everybody who's watching, you can jump into my Discord. The link will pop up there at the top. We're going to be doing our free bids. I'll talk about that in a minute when we get over to that page. But we're going to be giving away free Bush League tokens to everybody participating in that league and everybody on our Tribe Rewards leaderboard. And really looking forward to that. Trying to figure out how to market it. Hoping you and some of these communities will help me because I suck at marketing. I'm trying to get the word out. Hopefully we can get this thing minted out and get some people participating and have the option of getting our free actual memberships when we drop. You got nothing to say, so I'll keep rolling on it. But
sorry.
No, but obviously in the tournament there, I want to give a shout out to all these communities that are rolling through. Bam Bam's Fitness made a big push the other week, got up into 4th. BSP though crawled up from 6th to 5th, and they're making a move there not too far behind. It's going to be interesting to see how this tournament closes at the end and just where we can do it. Obviously, I think next year we're going to build mini tournaments. So like Shredding Sassy, you guys will have your own little tournament in there of many people from Sassy who want to participate. The way I envision it is as long as you got a Bush League token, you'll be able to come into our platform, connect, and then we'll have options where like, okay, with that token, you can connect into any basic Bush League league. If that token has a sports icon, you'll be able to connect to specialty leagues. So if you hold a Sassy in the same wallet, you're able to enter the Sassy League, and just try to be able to set up different stuff where now that person can come in and say 48 people register for the Sassy League because they're holding both our token and yours. Now we can build you guys out a little mini tournament, 48 people. That'd be pretty sweet, I think. Or who knows, maybe we got to build it without my tokens and try to give those to people who win. We'll have to figure out the logistic layers because I want people to participate and use it either way. It'd be cool to build a tournament for you guys. Maybe you guys are donating some tokens to us to give away in other tournaments. We're just hosting it for you and giving away our stuff at the end, and they don't actually need to own our token. We'll figure it out, but I want to find cool ways to expand this and bring other communities into it.
Can I ask you a question? Do you know much about the Champions League in European football, soccer, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
So the Champions League is the all Europe league. The top few teams from each of the individual country leagues go in and play in this all Europe league to be crowned the champion of Europe soccer. So you'll see, teams from Bundesliga in the Champions League, from English Premier League, from La Liga, from all these different leagues go in there to play for the championship of all Europe. I think you should do that. I think next year, what you do, I just talk with you on TV. What I think you do is you take the top 3 performers, first, second, and third on the top 4 performing communities, and you put them in a Champions Bush League for the following year. And then
So I like that you bring this up, but what's already going to be happening because we're just
don't crush my dream. Say, yeah, I like the idea. Maybe we'll talk about it.
I love the idea. So what's already happening is everybody who wins each league, there's going to be 10 winners, obviously, in that. We're actually going to eventually, might not be right at the end of the season, depends how it goes, but we're going to be issuing all 10 of those people a Bush League trophy for winning whatever league it might be. So all the trophies will be the same. There'll be maybe a little difference of winner of League 1. Shredding Sassy, winner of League 2. We're going to issue the first place in each league a champions trophy, not your 1, 2, 3 participation, second, third, get into a league. And we want to give the champions of each league that, even if their league's in 12th, we're not going to make the person who tried the hardest suffer. We're going to give them each a champion trophy. And what my goal is through next year, that champions trophy, those 10 people are going to be able to connect to that league and play in obviously a Champions League tournament. Ideally, that's the biggest prizes available. People will, the way that this will be, the cool thing about a token too is if they want, they would be able to sell that token if they want. I think that's a pretty cool thing. One thing I might be able to attach to it too is actually the ownership of like the actual physical fantasy team where if someone sells it, maybe we transferred fantasy teams. So if they were about to be the winning team that's going to win like 3,000 in prizes, maybe they buy the token for $1,000 or who knows. That'll be stuff down the road, but definitely going to have a Champions League. 10 people will be getting those trophies sometime after the season wraps up, and they'll be able to join Bush League Champions League next year, and I hope to expand that beyond that. And same thing, if we do a mini Sassy tournament, anything like that, we can make little Bush League trophies for the winner of the Sassy tournament, blah, 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 and really put some digital token stuff, really put it to good use there.
That's cool, man. I love it. I love the idea.
So then, one last thing I want to go through for anybody who is still watching, if you give a crap about what we're talking about, if it's making any sense at this point, who's to say? But the other line you see there is FAB points, and that's earned through our Tribe Rewards leaderboard. So everybody who is earning on this leaderboard, you can see their weekly points is going to get them FAB inside Rancho, who was in the show earlier. Shouts to you. Weekly points are going to get you FAB in the league, and that's going to be how you buy your players and everything through the Sleeper app. We also have the all-time leaderboard. That all-time leaderboard right now is popping off. We got all kinds of different people on there. I'm just dusting the
dude. Rancho's number 2 on the all-time leaderboard. I love it. Fucking Rancho. Let's go, baby.
Colemanville and my pal. He's past the 3 boys who were pioneering at the start. You're right there in 6. But what we're going to have happening is everybody on this leaderboard, we're going to start putting out some different information, some different tweets in a little bit, giving some people some shout-outs and some love that are on this leaderboard. But everybody who is on here is going to be eligible to mint one of our tokens. The top 10 here are going to be getting a toonie. If you take a look in the top right of your corner, we're going to have a little toonie above your head there. The next 30 people in that list are going to be eligible to win one of our Bush League loonies. And what these are going to do is when you win one of these Bush League vending loonies, it's going to give you access to our future vending mint. And what that's going to do is give you a membership that's going to give you 2 to 3 years of free fantasy leagues, a free online fitness membership, discounts to a bunch of stuff, and all kinds of different prizes and stuff we're going to be doing. But the next 30 on that list are going to be able to go for a Bushleague Looney, as well as the winners of every fantasy league get a Looney, top community, eligible for a Toonie. And then we're going to have, again, like ranked 50 to 100 are going to be eligible for one of our silver tokens. And that's going to give you access to our tier 2 machine, a 3-month free fitness membership, 10% chance at a rare token, access to our lower tier fantasy. Like it just depends. It's going to be really cool. These tokens are actually going to be put into an animation that we're doing. They're literally going to be physically inserted into a vending machine, and that's going to spit out your eventual membership. So these tokens aren't necessarily going to have a utility beyond once we actually get the whole project launched and off the ground. So that next year, that token is literally going to be able to come to our website, connect, get our membership for free. And everybody who holds that, hold them dear, because I'm going to make sure that those are useful for a long time. We're going to be able to get into fantasy leagues for hopefully a decade or two with what I have going on with that. And then everybody, beyond that is going to have access to our tier 1 tokens. Those are going to give you access. Again, everything gives you access to fantasy sports. So make sure you guys are tweeting, following along, and hop in the Discord. Again, that's with this little link icon above my pet list. You can hop in the Discord. That'll get you registered. Just ask anybody in there. There's a friendly bunch of members. We'll show you the way. You can get registered, sign up, and we will get you a token for free. 420 available. Let's go, baby. Now you know. You want to take a sneak peek? One last sneak peek, and then we'll roll out of here and get back into our last little bit of sports. But for anybody who goes to that website, you'll be able to pop in and just take a quick peek. You'll find a little bit of information about those tokens. I built a website myself. I'm proud. So if you guys enjoy it, feel free to go over there, take a peek at what we got going on. You'll be able to learn about each coin and how they're going to access different portals. You'll be able to find out how to get one, how that's going to work. And don't forget to sign up for our email list, learn everything about our fantasy leagues and everything we have going on. So please check that out today. I would just, not really, I guess sports related, because it's going to be giving so much access to fantasy sports leagues and what we do on that end, which is something I really want to show people. So come ask some questions. I'll give you one of them.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about doing fantasy hockey next year. I think I'm going to back off to just 2 football leagues and really dive into hockey, man. You really kind of livened it up for me, man. It was livened. Is that a word? Livened it up. All the hot takes.
I like it. Shouts to all the communities involved in it. Appreciate y'all. We're getting near where we want to wrap it up, though. I think you had something you wanted to talk about with Shredding Sassy. Before that, let's dive into a last little bit of hockey. I know we had a couple of things we wanted to touch on there. I wouldn't mind seeing your thoughts on a few things. I wanted to kind of show people how I strategize my fantasy hockey lineups, and wondering what your thoughts are on some of the crazy stuff to go on this past week in hockey. Obviously, Cater, let's go. Number 88 to the Red Wings, baby. That is let's go. I hope he debuts in Dallas or like right before something. That's gonna be. I'll be.
I don't think he's back till the beginning of next year, right?
Patrick Kane.
Yeah, I thought he. I understand that, but I mean, I don't think he's playing until 2024. I think he's still coming back. I don't think he's ready to start. Is he?
I mean, he's fast as physical. He's good. He's on the ice. He's good.
Really?
They said might miss games just to get used to it, get back with the lineup. But he's been skating, he's been doing his thing. There's a chance.
That would be amazing if he played here. It would be amazing if he played here.
I'll be going home getting a Cater jersey if that's the case. But Detroit, Stevie Y is doing his thing. Where's the Stevie Y jersey? Let's give Stevie a shout.
Right there. Right there.
Right there, baby. Let's go. Gotta give you a shout. You are turning the organization around. Love you. Appreciate you. Keep smoking doobies with that little Kirby Doc kid. Anyways, spitting chiclets if you don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's go. Cater, the boys, Larkin, we're buzzing. Shouts to the legend. Greatest to ever do it, baby. Pavel. But anyhow, that's what's going on. I mean, the Chicago Blackhawks taking an absolute beatdown. That's the Bushleague beatdown of the week for me. I mean, Kaner, their old legend, he comes to my boys. Let's go. And then Perry, he's banging Bedard's mom. I mean, what's going on over there? Who knows close it up. No, I know that's not the case. It just kind of funny. It was like the memes were hilarious. All my buddies that are Chicago fans, I'm like sending them all of them, poking the bear a little bit. I want to preface that too by saying Perry put out a statement. He apologized for whatever, saying it was something to do with alcohol. It's literally, that's not what happened. That was just like the big joke. And I hope he gets the help he needs and was able to turn it around and dial it in. But the memes were hilarious. I mean, I was just like, they're like, there's an incident with the team. And
oh my God. Yeah, on Mom's Weekend, they had to cancel Mom's Weekend.
Did they actually? No.
That's what the memes were. That was what the memes were. They had to cancel Mom's Weekend because of Perry.
If that actually happened, that's hilarious. But if it's just a meme, that's funny. No, it's golden. But the Chicago Blackhawks just taking a beat down. Maybe not as bad as the Oilers, who were sucking the start of the year, but way she goes.
How about Perry coming to Dallas, losing in the Cup final to Tampa, going to the Habs, losing in the Cup final to Tampa, and then going to Tampa and losing in the Cup. Who'd they lose to in the Cup final that year? Losing in the Cup final to Colorado. 3 in a row, man. Miriam Hossa.
Making smart choices, though. I mean, he's picking the right teams, obviously.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to go over for anybody, we're usually covering fantasy football, and we really get into our lineup stuff. I know sometimes we blitz through. We're all over the place on the live show. If you tune in Sunday in the same live X space that we got going on right now, you can tune in there, and we'll give you all your strictly fantasy football lineup advice an hour and a half before kickoff with value and all that. But hockey, I want to give a quick touch on fantasy hockey because we haven't got into it much, and that's going to literally need to be our career soon. So we better start talking about it. We better start. We better change the space. NHL takes. We're the only ones doing it. That's the new space name. But I wanted to show this. This is a useful tool to use. dailyfaceoff.com. I want to give them a quick little show. This is a useful tool I use for myself when I'm doing fantasy leagues, and it allows me to see what teams are playing how many games each week. It's a little strategy I use. Once I draft my team in hockey, I tend to keep it, not really change it much. Try to set my lineup for the week, just plug in all basically any bench players, make sure everyone's playing on each day if I can, and that's the way I set my lineup. And the way I look at this board that I have in front of me is I try to see who's playing the most man games in a week. So a week like this, of course I'm dying, hour and 45 minutes of water. But a week like this, if you're looking at following along, 2 things that stand out to me. Obviously, you want guys that are playing a lot of games if you can. The teams with 4 games is someone you might want to target. But what really stands out to me isn't necessarily the 4 so much as, let's take a look at a team like Florida or a team like Vegas Capitals. They're playing 3 of 4 in the first 4 days of the week. So that's something I might target if I got 2, 3, 4 moves in a fantasy league and I'm only going to be maybe only have one guy in my team that's interchangeable, or maybe 1 or 2. It just really depends on the league. That's why I'm looking forward to being able to have callers call in, like tell me how their league's set up, be able to kind of give them a little bit of tips. But say you got one guy you're interchanging out and you got 3 moves. Well, I might be going over here and trying to grab one of those guys, plugging him in, getting 3 man games out of him, whereas if I just had my Detroit guy, I'd have 1 or 2 games in that time or whatever, right? Get my 3 man game. Drop them. Now look, Ottawa, 2 games Friday, Saturday. Probably exactly where I'm targeting. I'm going to go 1 for Ottawa unless there's a stud player that's playing like the Friday, Sunday. But say I got 3 moves. I'm going to Ottawa next, grabbing this guy with a move, 2 games, and then Sunday, what category do I need? Is it hits? Is it blocks? Is it a goalie win? Is it a penalty minute that I need? What do I need? Really scout the player on any of the teams that are playing on Sunday and try to hit that like goal that might put you over and get you a win. And doing something like that, getting 6 games out of that slot instead of 2 or 3 or 4 in the game of fantasy hockey, super useful. A big thing and a big tool I use to help me move forward. So I don't know if there's anything you got questions on that, but I'll look forward to next week too and give a little tips on that.
Yeah, no, I don't have any questions. I think you really got to use it to learn it. I think I understand how it works, but I really got to get out there and play.
Yeah, we'll get you in one next year. We'll get the Bushleague Fantasy Hockey League rolling. Hopefully have a little tournament of our own going on the website. We'll be bantering on the show. hopefully get maybe we'll get a fantasy hockey league with the listeners going next year. We'll get something a little fun happening, give some stuff away. But I pulled up next week's just for anybody doing it. So next week, Boston 2 games. What I'm doing is I'm not dropping my stud players ever, even if they only play 2 games. Like Matthews isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe if I have a horrible Boston player, I'm maybe going to dump him and pick up a guy like on Carolina playing 3 games in the first 2 days instead of Boston playing 1. Or a lot of teams playing 4 games, but a lot of teams playing 4 games with them closing on Saturday, Sunday next week. Not many games playing in the early stretch. Most of them those weekend games, the little stretch here for the St. Louis Blues. But again, the team that stands out to me out the gate is Dallas. Again, a week ahead, maybe they'll get wore over.
That's a crap because then we got Detroit the Monday after that, right? So you got 5 games in 8 days.
Everybody's got to equal them out. You'll be okay. And then we got the Red Wings rolling a few games, but it would be Dallas and the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm targeting early on the weekend, trying to get early in the week, to get a couple of their players. Then same thing, seeing what I can target. Maybe I'm going St. Louis to get the Friday, Saturday play, or maybe I'm just taking someone else. But really, just trying to get my man games with that one slot. For the most part, I'll go through it in depth once we're actually in hockey season. But for the most part, it's not as hard as it sounds. That's just I do that to get an edge, and that's why I win, because I will put in that extra bit. But you can go in on Sunday night, set your lineup for the week, and you're good. You don't have to go back. It's just like football. Almost better than football. If you don't want to go in and make these changes, you don't really have to worry about injuries. If a guy's injured, I mean, whatever. Just leave them there. You got what can you do? Guys come and go out of the lineup all the time. You still got 12 other players playing. Unless you have 3 guys on the bench that day that you can swap out for, sure. But that's only like once every week or 2 that all the teams are playing. For the most part, you've already gone in and benched the guys that aren't playing for the guys that are. And so it's just like you just leave it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, dude, I'm excited to get be a part of it next year. That's for sure. And I'm looking behind me right now, and I see my sassy hockey puck back here.
Nice. That's it. You got all the sassy goodies. You got to share shit with me. So I want a tent sleep puck. That'd be sweet.
Somebody reached out to me and said, "Hey, I have a free print at their print shop, and I don't even know Beehive Labs." And I don't remember. He just kind of had a deal, and he's like, "Hey, do you want this? I'll send it to you." And I said, "Oh yeah, absolutely, send it my way." So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I mean, the power community is amazing. The people you meet, all out there looking for an edge, but also looking for community. So it's pretty sick. Dude, man, I am wearing down. I don't know what happened, man, but I am losing it. But
it's color day. Is there something you want to talk about with Sassy? We've covered everything. It's felt like we've done nothing, but we've done it all. Is there something?
No, man. I think it's been a good one. Looks like Jonathan tried to get up here. John tried to get up here for a little bit. Looking at the comments, said he's been trying to chat for an hour. WTF, mate? Not really sure what was going on with him. But so
I sent a request at one point. He never answered it, but I don't know.
Interesting.
And at the same time, I'm live on the air, so usually it's nice if guys can do sort of joining before we go live, because I don't have someone producing the show.
It's all good. So hey, what?
No, because bro's willing to beak me, and he knows I'm a one-man show. Go beak everyone else at Rugby in the NFT space, EMF. Go beak NST. Go beak Trap. Bring those balls over to Travis Rice. Tell him what the F when he doesn't do something for you. See how he does it. The guy already stole all your money. You don't even tell him back.
I don't think. Yeah. Okay.
Pull it in. That's the truth. These MFers, people, they all like dick riding the celebrities, but they don't. Then they like giving their boys the razz. Like I'm supposed to run off the air and fire my buddy a backdoor live feed. Sorry, bro. Love you.
He's probably being sarcastic. I can't pick up sarcasm in YouTube tweets. It's a YouTube comment by the looks of it.
I the sarcasm in me right now.
I can't, man. You're hard to read. I love the hat though.
I'm just here to entertain, baby.
Hey, let me talk about Sassy real quick before I fall asleep on the air. I am tired. So I don't want to. I want to talk about something that we're doing for Christmas. So we have Christmas coming up And in the United States, a huge foundation to bring funding and money for families in need, kids in need during the holidays, Toys for Tots. So what we're doing is we've partnered with 5, I would say Web3 communities to develop a special Shreddit with a bunch of deck releases. New, we have a Sassy deck, we have a long lost deck, Crash Test Joyride, Brawler Bears, Uncanny Country Club. We got a bunch of brand new deck releases that we've sent to skaters that are going to skate these decks. What we're going to do is we're going to drop a custom Shreddit with these decks. Shreddits are going to cost $10 to mint, and what we're going to do with that money is all the proceeds are going to go to Toys for Tots. We're minting it on December 11th, and the mint's going to run through December 15th. As much as we can make on it, we're really expecting 400 or 500 mints. We really want to get that donated. The power of community, the power of 5 communities coming together to get that thing going. And what's really cool about it is once it's done, we're going to raffle off the decks. So there is 2 decks for each community. One of the decks went to the skater. The other deck's going to be raffled off. I actually have all the decks next to me right now. This is something we just planned out. I'm going to pull them up real quick and just show them to you real quick because they're super sick, man. The one behind me, I threw it up here, is the long lost deck. That's already went out to the skater at the skaters in Canada. His name's Dom Tossings. He's a beast. One right here. This is the Uncanny Country Club deck. Super sick. Just designed by Cod Moss. Cod's their artist. Uncanny Country Club deck. On the wood grain, man. Fire deck that went out to JD, our skater JD. He's in Utah.
Love it.
Right here we got.
You want to show? We're getting kicked off the air here in a minute or 2.
Oh shit! Sorry, man.
No. I want to see them all. I love the decks. I'm a big skate guy myself. I'm enjoying the World Industries vibe of the one behind you too.
Yeah. So this one's the Brawlers Bear deck, and this went to our boy Dubbers. So we're gonna have this Shreddit. It's currently in production. They're skating. They're filming. What a Shreddit is it's a collab film put together of a bunch of different skaters skating these decks. And again, $10. You buy it, and then all proceeds are gonna go to Toys for Tots. So let's raise some money. Let's raffle off these decks. These decks I have in my house right now are going to go off to some of the minters. Let's get them out to those minters. Let's have fun. You can have this deck on your wall. How sick is that deck behind me? That's kind of one of my favorite decks of all time. There's only like 5 of those out in the wild. That's one of them. I don't own one of them. I don't own that deck. I just put it up behind me for this. I'm going to send it out to somebody who wins that raffle. So I'm excited for it to happen.
Awesome. Well, I love it. I appreciate it. And thank you for joining us. It's been a great week. I can't wait to get into a little more next week of all this stuff. I can't wait to chat about that. Get dialed in. Make sure you guys mint out that thing. That'll be going on the day I'm down in Dallas. So we'll get it rocking. We'll get a hype space rolling from Dallas. Get it buzzing for you guys. I was trying to see if we could close the show and be under 2 hours so that we didn't have an over 2 hour time stamp on one of our shows. We didn't pull it off, but you did a great job. Spreading the word on the board, spreading the word. That's much more important than the under 2 hour timestamp is getting the Toys for Tots. It's honestly a great thing, and I'm super stoked that you guys are coming together doing that. That's pretty awesome. So that's worth the Bush League show just overextending our welcome on the internet.
Yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. I would have cut it short. We didn't have to do it today. But I'm glad we did because it's important to me. It's important to everybody. I think that's what we want to do, right? We in this space, we want to give back, and this is a way we can do it.
Awesome. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Me and you will banter in a minute. For everybody else, again, thank you for coming. I know we missed you last week. It was fun doing the show. Again, with Bull Rush, thank you for coming on. And I just can't wait to banter with you maybe again this Sunday and get into a little more what Sassy's doing. So, my friend, we'll catch you next week.
Thanks, man. You.
As for the rest of you, I appreciate you guys being here. As always, we got another episode in the bag. We got into a little bit of everything going on in the football game, a little bit of Friends Fantasy. Our picks from last week, we had a caller up who we drug along on the air for probably an hour longer than he wanted to be there. So we'll learn to speed up our picks a little bit ourselves. Maybe not. Who's to say? Each day, we're getting a little better. We're having a little more fun. I hope you guys are appreciating it. And again, at think it's just going to get bigger, funner, more interactive when we can have these people calling in, talking, doing their thing. So as always, I appreciate you guys being here. I'm so stoked to be doing this. It's something I'm so passionate about, talking about sports, fantasy sport, and just being an idiot live on the air. So thank you guys. I appreciate you all. I can't wait to do it again next week. Until then, stay Bush League, you beauties.
From the bottom, ain't no half-stepping. I'm the dog, I made it through so they don't ask questions. Long Beach, and it ain't no half-repping. Once a dog, always a dog, so they don't ask questions. From the bottom, ain't no half-stepping. I'm the dog, I made it through so they don't ask questions. Long Beach, and it ain't no half-repping. Once a dog, always a dog, so they don't ask questions. Tell them never question, dog, I'm sitting goat status. Eating chicken with my jeans, smoking on some cabbage. Used to pedal on this
moment where you skate down the street and some shit for brains yells out of his window, "Do a kickflip! Do a kickflip! Do a kickflip!"
Rags and house shoes, they know how the dog do. Skinny, heavy pockets, the West OG. Came across the globe, say they don't know me. Been applying pressure from 8 to 24 like Kobe. Mr. Hall of Fame used to bend the corners with strollies. Had to lay the blueprint, they rolled out the carpet. Anything I wanna own, I got my own market. Blew this, blew that, everything beautiful. Still ain't sold my guns and I still ain't had to use them though. Was once a hard head, now I'm counting blessings. I made my own way, still they don't ask questions. From the bottom, ain't no half-stepping. I'm the dog, I made it through so they don't ask questions. Long Beach, and it ain't no half-repping. Once a dog, always a dog, so they don't ask questions.
This is some straight, hey.
This is, oh gosh.
I got thin to smoke it.
Once a dog, always a dog, so they don't ask questions. I can't name a thing that I didn't have step. From the streets to movie screens, been getting bags and checks. Get the solid, you won't hit me with no bad rep. Legendary Crippin' made it happen, and that's on the set. Still rolling on gold things, I'm a boss. Oh, get it. What the fuck you waiting on, man? Let's go.
Blaming on my mom from all the crippin' I see. Blaming on my grandpa, all the hustling.
Yes, sir.